Welcome, my lovely dears, to another relaxing session of sunrise and sunset, wherein you definitely aren't charging through a blighted wasteland of dry, stony, craggy hills after the escaping forces of darkness in their goal to deliver a shard of divinity unto one of their grand dark leaders. Currently, the party is riding in a borrowed medium scout frigate. I think it was a medium scout frigate. And they are chasing after it. As it strand these dinkle-dankles along the rock hills. Your companions and the villagers are currently busy weighing the sheer luck down to basically a fucking crawl on their way to Cabin, one of the earliest places you guys visited in this campaign. Before they will then, with the complement of Manticore scouts from whom you borrowed this ship, head towards all of you. Hopefully, by the time they reach you, you will have already solved this problem. We pick up here. It's a world map with these particular routes ahead of you, and I would like a piloting check and a survival check.
Let me throw out the survival.
Maevh can help whoever with survival.
Okay, and with a 21 and a 28, you can navigate these dry, broken hills of sand and stone en route for your target. But while you are at it, you can see that there is evidence of other sand vehicles in this area, living things in this area, perhaps. There's just traces of like stray scratches against large overhanging rock hooks and kinds of nests and lands of elevation that you're at least passing familiar with. Give me a nature if you want to try and figure out more about that while you're going. Well, this will be a disadvantage unless you actually come to a stop to investigate any of these traces.
I think we'll just take a regular check with someone helping me for a 4, unless somebody has better nature. Otherwise, like, we need to keep going.
Kina? Sure.
How's your nature, Kina?
8.
Alright, yeah, I'll help you. So you have an even check?
Yeah, this is Wyvern sign for sure.
Wyverns.
Let's get that milk.
That Wilk. Yeah, there are definitely wyverns in the area, and you suspect that, judging by the tracks of small ships accompanying all of these wyvern signs, there might be someone who happens to have tamed them in this area, or if not tamed them, has coexisted with them. In fact, Loam, can you roll me a d20?
D20, sure.
Yeah, Wyvern bandits are definitely something you've heard of before. It's possibly something you've been invited to join before. Wyvern bandits tend to be elven, and they ride wyverns and rob people. It's kind of their whole shtick. Nomad survivors.
Oh yeah, the pocket pussies have learned to fly.
Ugh.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Wyverns are
With
pretty
those
useful
checks, it's
creatures if you
unlikely
can
they will
change.
get the jump on you, but could I get a perception test, please, just to see?
You will have advantage because we have a spyglass.
Alright, well, with a crit, I guess I'll just put you, like, right onto the battle map with things visible as you are making your way through this hunting path. The night is getting long and dark. The sun is beginning to descend past the dry crags you are currently traversing in this scout ship, as it strand beasts along. There are a number of figures bearing down upon you, riding
Scout, you
wyverns
talking?
as they go.
Yes, she
Yeah.
is.
Yeah,
We
she
can
is.
hear.
Can you not hear me, Savin?
Can you not hear her, Savin?
Hmm.
Curious.
Can you hear anyone?
Now I
You can
can.
hear us, right? Okay.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. How
Did
far
you-
back do you not?
Before we changed to this map.
Okay.
So it's like the entire intro? Wow.
The entire conversation there.
Huh.
Alright, well. With the perception that you got, you happen to notice a number of figures swooping down, even though it is getting long and dark and the sun is making its descent. A number of these individuals happen to have lanterns hanging from flying mounts with familiar whippet-like tails ending in venomous stingers. There are a number of ballista that have been set up on what you would consider sort of high ground. And there is a much smaller scout ship that has been pulled up nearby in order to coordinate this whole arrangement.
Hmm.
Oh no, not
An
bandits.
ambush.
We're gonna get robbed, guys. This is terrible.
Mow them down and continue on. We have
Who-
no
Who
signs for
robs a
distraction.
warship? I'm fairly certain these elves aren't
This
that
is a
bright.
fucking scout frigate charging through here. These people don't give a shit. And behold.
This was in character. Ralu was saying.
Okay. Yeah, apparently the Scragged Harlot does not endow much fear in these individuals. And you have an action at initiative 20. I need to, like, make a secondary...
Should we have our
Open for
character
you.
tokens on this map? Or are we just...
Nope.
Okay.
The scale of this whole map right here is 5 meters per square. These tokens over here don't just mean an elf. It's an elf riding on a wyvern. Those ballista are quite fucking big. That scout ship is in fact not like a dinghy. It is a scouting ship. It's about as big as Luck was. Should give you a rough idea of how actually quite large a medium scout frigate actually is. You have access to a number of powers. You'll be able to use those powers twice. 4 actions can be taken by the crew at initiative 20, and 4 actions can be taken at initiative 10. These actions can be used to either make an attack using any of the Scragged Harlot's abilities, perform any loading, a loading value of 1. So say you spend the bestial slings, you will need to spend 2 loading actions to refill it. And you can use an action to make repair tests. The DC is 14. This will heal the ship.
So, do we even bother fighting them? What's stopping us from, like, just going off the map to the north?
I think they're just as fast as we are.
Well, their ballistas aren't.
Their ballistas aren't, no. It's true you could keep trying to maneuver through.
That's true.
Yeah, I mean... Maneuvering
We could
ourselves in
just
such a way that
avoid.
at least, like, these 3 ballistas over here can't shoot at us.
Well,
Like, what kind of mounting are these things on? Are they on just, like, cruciform mounts or what?
they appear to be on, like, standard swiveling mounts, probably 180 degrees of turn on them.
Okay. Yeah, we should definitely just, like, try and slam the ship up this way. And get out of their
That's
arc.
Kinda difficult, because, like, if you
Oh,
see
yeah,
where
it's
we're at,
difficult. But we have Ralu. I believe in Ralu.
Ralu is a very good pilot. Okay, and you...
So when we take actions with the ship, does that include, like, player character actions? Like, say I want to throw a fireball off the side of the ship.
You cannot use your player character ones. We're
Oh.
doing ship combat, motherfucker.
Okay.
Okay.
need to make you guys a little extra token to marker you. Here, let's give you a little hero token and make it turn 10.
So
Yeah, you guys are all considered to be taking part in these actions. The 4 actions at 20 and the 4 actions at 10 is based on how many people you are currently riding this ship with.
What's this?
So
Alright.
I have a question for you, Scout. For turning the ship, where
Yes.
is the turning start from? Because I noticed in your notes here that you can only turn at a 45 degree for a movement action.
Yeah, within 1 movement action.
So
Would you like to guess what I would consider the turning point of this vehicle?
I assume it's like the staff in the middle here, like this thing. Is that where?
What I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the token and I'm going to turn it 45 degrees.
So it's like this bit here. Then it's the starting.
Yeah, it's right in the middle. So we would need to get to like here, then turn again
Yeah,
to get
this-
up here.
Mm-hmm.
This is like the 45 degree angle here.
Oh wait, Raider Captain, do you take ship turns, don't you? Open sheet. Yes, she is actions at initiative 15 and actions at initiative 5.
Versus large size or smaller targets. So nothing on this map is bigger than large, right?
The scout ship that this person is riding on is bigger than large.
Okay, so that's what we can use the bolas on then.
Mm-hmm. It's used for essentially hitting the keels of ships, because most of them are on strand beast legs in this game. Yeah.
We're spoiled. We have a magic plant.
You do have a magic plant. They make pants move. Alright. First of the Sky Bandits. Even be a good idea right now. I mean, Javelin Firepot seems like a good move. You're going to move there. To there. Don't think you need to do any loading. No. Okay. Scragged Harlot, your first 4 actions, please.
I'm going to be maneuvering.
Well, no, hold
Okay.
on. Hold
Your
on.
movement
Wait,
does
don't.
not count as one of those actions.
Okay, I thought you were going to say evasive maneuvers there.
No.
No!
Like,
Jesus.
Okay.
Literally the maneuvering thing.
You want to drive. Yes. You should have control of this token and be able to move it.
Yeah, I need to go forward a little bit and then
Yeah, you grab it by the little thingy at the top and you turn it 45.
45.
You go.
How much movement was that? I opened up my sheet. How much movement do we have?
was like 6 squares out of our 16.
I think we have 10-6.
It
we
literally
reduced to
says
10 seconds?
16. Speed 16, right there at the top.
Speed
Well,
16.
Yeah, currently damaged and 1 is disabled because maintenance was done by you guys before you left. Otherwise, you would be at 10, 6,
disabled by
48,
maintenance.
30.
Right.
So I need to move forward 2 and then rotate again.
Okay.
Can I move forward without the prow hitting that?
I'm pretty sure the prow is going to hit that.
Meh.
I mean, what even is this thing sticking out the front of our ship?
The prow?
The prow of the ship.
Prow?
I mean, no, the prow is right here. That's where the prow ends. We have some sort of hook sticking out the front.
You have a big old fucking ram arrow.
Well. Goodbye, Ram.
I'm gonna have to move forward. Bonk.
Alright, give me a vehicle handling test as you just smash your your ram into this thing. Alright,
roll.
excellent. Okay.
21.
How is it 21, sorry? Do you have advantage naturally?
Whenever I do land vehicle
Did
tests,
you
I
need
have.
to make a check?
She
Yes,
told me to.
Yeah.
As I just asked her to.
Yeah,
Because
and
you have
Loam
decided to ram the ship into a station.
Savin left and came back, looks like.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it's just everyone cut out again.
Hmm.
That's weird.
But
Yeah, the
the reason I haven't-
I did in fact ask for a
Okay.
land vehicles test, and it's because you are ramming into a stationary object.
Yeah.
Yeah,
makes
and
sense.
the reason I have advantage is because Loam is the person that always helps me on my land vehicles test.
You are not being helped on these tests right now, though, because you're in the middle of combat. Everyone has actions. I'm afraid that's a 16.
We only have 4 actions.
And then you have another 4.
It's still substantially fewer than the people we have on the ship, but
You have 8 people on the ship.
Okay, it's 16 then.
Okay, with a 16, you are probably going to experience some damage here as you slam the ram into this thing. The ship's momentum intends to continue to drag itself forward, and you hear an uncomfortable grinding noise from beneath the ship as gears are forced to skip a few steps. Attempting to continue forwards in a position it cannot. The ram is damaged, and you take 10 damage. In general, don't slam into mountains. It's bad for a ship. Alright, your 4 actions, please.
I still have maneuvering. I've only moved forward 7. We have 16.
You're right, yeah. However,
I'm
you
going
have
for-
turned as much as you can possibly turn, so if you'd like to continue maneuvering forward and making repeated ramming tests...
You can only
as
turn
did
once?
Granges.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
In one
can you
turn,
not
one
actually
movement
use one of
action.
your actions to, like, turn further?
No,
Okay.
you cannot use an action to ignore physics, I'm afraid.
Not without some kind of good magic.
Alright, well then I guess we fight.
Yeah, so is this mountain blocking like this ship right here, or?
Yep.
Okay, so we can't see past that. So then, really, we can only see like this person, I think, for weapons, right? If they're covered by that, that's covered by like
These individuals here have the 6s on them are 6 squares up. They're very high up
Oh,
right
right,
now.
right. So
You
we
can
could
in
actually
fact
see them.
still target them, yes.
Okay, okay. But we can't like see the
Really
ballistas or something like
ranges
that.
on our
from our-
weapons just forever.
They don't.
I just have to close Discord entirely, apparently. Jesus Christ.
David?
Piece of
back.
absolute dog shit.
Can you hear us?
As a note,
No, you-
there, Ariel, the
Oh,
ballista
they're
has
loading
loading
one.
1.
Right, right.
You
Right,
could
has loading
fire
1.
2 ballista bolts. Yeah, we can't hear you now.
Yeah, we
I
can't hear you
noticed.
now.
Oh, there you are.
There you go.
There we go.
Okay, so, what do you think about 2 ballista bolts into 1 dragon rider or wyvern rider, whatever?
Sure. I mean, the others... Not much reason not to do that.
Yeah, because the other ones feel like they're used better if things are clumped up, or we can actually see the other boat.
Yeah, that's the only attack we have that is worth using in this situation.
All right, which wyvern should we go after then?
Probably the one that we have a clean line of sight to.
Sure.
Who wants
You
to
have a
be
clean
the
line of
weapon
sight to
button
all of them.
toucher?
They're all 6 up.
Oh, okay. Well, again, if range doesn't matter, then I guess... The raider captain in the boat, however, is out of line of sight, yes?
Correct, yeah, they are hidden.
Okay. Then, let's fuck this bitch up then, since she's going next.
Sounds good to me.
Let's see a double tap.
Good,
Pretty
good
good.
button touching.
Good button touching. All right. Ow. Yep, that is. It does not have the disadvantage feature on it. It is just 2 decent fucking hits with the ballista. 23. 18. You nearly drop him. You punch a few quite meaty holes into that with him. And hurriedly reload. Elven Raider Captain, you are in motion. How far away are you guys from them? Can I get you with an 8? Let me double check. Sky Bandit. I can reach. Okay. Dive, my birdmen! Dive!
What a name!
And this Sky Bandit shall yeet a flaming javelin for. But actually, I think I just missed the whole ship. Its AC is 16.
Yeah.
Fuck!
Yep.
Okay, I will do its movement. It is going to turn there. And then use its second of 2 actions to fire a ballista at you. I think a 27 sails beneath this rocky crag and hits you for 9 vehicle damage. Alright, and this ballista does not have an angle on you. This Sky Bandit was nearly fucking taken out. And you're going to have to make a test to make sure that your Wyvern doesn't lose its fucking shit. Your Wyvern loses its shit.
Good.
She is off the board. She will attempt to get back on the board next turn. Alright, second set of turns for the ship.
So what is a repair action, mechanically?
With any kind of relevant tools that you might have, or spell that you might have, perform a test. So if you've got a spell that's good for fixing, it would be like your Arcane or whatever your spellcasting ability is, or if you're a smith or a woodwright.
I mean, I get that, but like, what does it do mechanically?
Allows the ship to heal a vitality.
Or in that case, we're we're down a little bit more than that. So how about I to make a repair test?
All right.
Yeah, that's good for one of the 4 actions, I suppose.
Yeah. Alright, carpenter's tools. Let's throw myself a bardic while I'm at it. Alright, that'll do. So, also, it says 100 hit points.
Oh, that should be 100 on this. Give me a moment. That means this was missing.
We're down to 62 a second ago.
Yeah, and then you got shot for 9.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what you've actually taken is you should be on 71.
Okay. Well, then, yeah, that'll give us 25 then. Oh.
Thump.
Feeling a lot
Very
more
nice.
comfortable with that.
Alright, you have 3 more actions.
We also have movement, right?
Turn
Yes, you do have movement.
ship.
You can do your movement before or after them. Not fast.
Hang on.
Alright. Yeah, we
What's
should
45 degrees from here?
go a little bit deeper in, rotate, go up.
If we keep going further, we're going to
This way.
continue to take damage. Yeah, so
That's
I need to
fine.
rotate first.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
I mean, our back rotating is gonna run right into this like ridge here.
Don't worry, that is not tall enough to hurt you. If you look at the beast legs feature that is on the Scragged Harlot, it is able to traverse that kind of terrain as long as it's not too tall.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
just trying to figure out what 45 degrees is from here.
Alright, here, let me help you.
There.
No, I mean, straight. It's
Like quite literally, 45 degrees would be finishing a 90-degree turn.
yeah, it's
Like that.
Yeah.
straight. All these tokens, they have 45-degree angles on their like snap to turns. So you always know
right.
this
Yeah.
is 45, this is 90.
Yeah.
And then we just drive up this way, more or less.
2, 3. Is this something that's going to damage the ship?
A little, but it won't bring you to a scaling, like a screeching halt like the last one did. You will probably knock over this pillar.
Realistically, we could turn this far, we could turn this far and just...
Yeah, you
squeak
could
through.
actually just not turn the full...
Yeah, we just...
45.
Yeah.
It's just annoying to get that
got it.
on the map.
Yeah, you just
Yeah.
hold the alt. Not a problem.
See,
And then...
just go this way.
One...
Anyway.
Are we able to see this lady now and everything like that, or is they still
Oh
like,
yeah,
covered?
you can see you can just about see them. Generally, you are considered to be able to see from basically all parts of your ship.
Great.
So
Okay.
yeah, she is visible.
An air burst 1 would not hit both of these, right?
Yes, it would.
It would,
Yeah.
even though she's like fixed up.
Oh right, yeah, of course she's elevated.
Well,
You're
I
right,
mean,
no,
how
it would
tall
not
is
hit both.
the ship she's on, though?
Should
The
not.
ship she's on is not 6 squares up, which is like 30 meters in the air.
It would only need to be 4 squares up? Or 5, I guess, because it's an AV1 if we airburst it.
Yeah.
So, no, it'd be 4, because we detonated at 5, and then it would hit 6 and 4. So, is it 4 meters tall?
Oh yeah, no, you're right. Yeah.
This thing is 4 meters tall, yes.
Okay,
Perfect.
then yes, we should
So we
airburst her.
can. Yeah, so we can do like bestial slings and like what the steel bolus on the ship there.
I do want to remind you though, these squares are 5 meters each. Unless you couldn't hear me when I said that first time.
Dang, what does that have to do with anything?
It should be in range.
Yeah, it is in range.
Unless you mean an air
That
burst
ship-
one in this on the ship stat only means like a 3 meter by 3 meter cube.
No, it does mean on the scale of this, but
Okay.
that ship is not 20 meters tall.
That's fine. It's like how many squares tall is it?
Like 1.
Okay, thank you. That's what we were trying to get at.
Okay. That thing is
Right.
1 square tall. And that
Okay,
thing is
so
6
air
squares up.
bursting does not help
Okay.
in this situation.
All right, yeah, so that doesn't work. So we go what 3 actions right now?
Yeah, I mean,
Mhm.
we should still probably fucking bleed this bitch so when she scoots away out of our line of sight, she's still taking damage.
I mean, we can steel bolus launcher her 3 times if we wanted to. Really, it does not have a reload action.
Fantastic.
Yeah, but it's disadvantage versus
If you
large size
read-
or smaller, and it's also an encounter.
I would like to point.
Oh,
Yeah.
It is,
you're
yeah,
right.
no,
You're right.
it is
My
an
bad.
encounter power. That token is a person on a vehicle, yes.
So, well,
You can bleed her.
yeah, we
the
should
ship
bleed
will-
her and then forget about reloading this thing because it'll never fucking matter apparently. And
Yeah, it's encounter.
just
We can't even reload it.
use 1 action to shoot that, and then 1 action to shoot a ballista, and then reload the ballista.
Okay, so bolus, ballista, load.
No, bestial sling,
That's
bestial
steel
slings.
slings.
Right.
then
so
ballista, then reload
slings,
the
ballista,
ballista.
load.
Yes.
Yep. Okay.
Okay.
All right, you want to hit the buttons or should I?
I'll do it. Slings.
That is a hit.
Alright, get
Alright.
lid for 20.
It is a vehicle weapon as well, so the ship is also going to take 14. You cannot tell how damaged the ship is, I'm afraid. I can tell, but, you know.
Okay.
14 slishing.
Flishing.
I'll tell you when the ship is quote-unquote bloodied, you'll be able to see the damage it's taking. The ship itself, as you might expect, the wood is immune to bleed, but...
Yeah. But the person...
But are the
That's
monster
that's
legs?
not the point of the bestial sling.
Yeah.
Wait, but are the monster legs bleeding as well on the bottom? Does it have legs like that?
It has legs.
A
A strand beast isn't an animal,
Yeah.
it's a series of, like, gears, levers, and, like,
Okay.
machinery. Yeah.
Hang on.
Oh, okay.
It's an actual thing. I'll show
Yeah,
you
that's
what
awesome.
it means.
I get it. Like sometimes you make them as like actual like beast legs or whatever though. So
Yeah, I know.
I even spelt these as BEEST because that is the
Yeah.
name of the strand beast.
It's more or less like an art thing,
I
but
get it.
it
It's
uses
fine, I
like
don't-
little. It uses little legs. they're at what is it? That one big festival in the desert all the time.
Burning Man?
Yeah, they're at Burning Man all the time. But
Was
they're
that ballista aimed at the person commanding the ship or the ship itself?
The ship itself, since presumably that has a lower AC.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, there's no reason to really...
13 is not. It is not 13 low though.
Okay, fair enough.
No reason
Afraid
really
it
to
is a miss.
That's fine.
try and hit the
We
person
use our
on the
last
ship.
action to reload.
Alrighty. These sky bandits are going to charge forward as fast as they can. And these ones are going to fly as fast as they can towards you. Alright, how the fuck do you want to maneuver this? Turning about face is going to be really awkward. I could try and ring around the rosy as you.
Yeah, that's what I would do.
That's what I would do. I mean, you're a much smaller bow and much more maneuverable.
Yep. I should have attacked before I did that, but I'm not gonna cheat. Use your actions to just make the people shoot. Let's burn more of their encounter powers, I guess. Two of you use dive, my birdman dive. You will. In fact, no, one person's just gonna use dive twice and use both of their encounter powers on you. Their flaming javelin and their acid bomb. I think the flaming javelin hits the ship. That is 11 fire damage.
Yeah, that one does. The
Alright.
acid bomb does not. Unless
What
they have
is
advantage
our
somehow.
vulnerability rating for?
You have vulnerability 5 to those damage
Okay,
types.
so 16, and then the other one misses.
Yep. Actually, you take 6 damage, unfortunately, because this thing has DR10 versus non-vehicle weapons. This was calculated before any type-oriented vulns or resistances, etc., etc., etc.
Okay, so their javelins aren't vehicle scale.
Correct. They do. They cannot carry a. Yeah. The fire though does do 6 damage to you because at least 1 point got through.
Yep.
If I'd done badly enough, I wouldn't have been able to hurt you with it. I'd have hit you for 0 fire damage, which I'm pretty sure, as far as rules written, don't get just free 5 damage.
Well, no,
Nope.
you would because it's still. Was it that how it works? Because
If I don't hurt you at all with it, then you can't take any vulnerable.
I mean,
damage.
0 damage is still hitting, so it
it's
becomes
not.
5. Wouldn't it?
Well, I guess that is a fair question.
You have to do damage to trigger the vulnerability or resistance.
But you
yeah.
are
Yeah.
doing damage even if it's 0.
No,
you're not.
you're not. 0 damage is not an integer. It does not count.
No, the only time you get an actual 3 point is on divisible resistances like resilience. You must take a minimum of 1 point.
Yeah.
You
Now, numerical, like 1,
Yeah.
2, 3 resistance, you just negate.
You spent your fire. Damn, she's used both of her ship fighting encounter powers on you. Deep misfortune. Okay, you are going to move your next 4 and actually make a normal attack. Holy shit. Oh, that first one was an attack that dealt an additional 6, I forgot, because she used dive, my birdman dive. They
Okay.
deal an additional 6 damage.
Okay.
I guess I'm gonna use her acid bomb.
That
Fuck.
misses.
Flash.
How am I missing a boat multiple
know.
times?
The boat's
don't
going
know.
really fast.
I guess it is.
I
yeah,
mean,
hauling acid. They are very high up.
I'm sorry.
It is well, they're probably used to jumping merchant caravans. This is a scout warship. It's meant to just go fast.
Alright.
Yeah. All right, you have movement.
So-
I'm
Okay,
going to
I
increase
will-
the size of this map for you. I think.
Yeah, we'll just need a few extra squares.
Just a
All we
little,
need
yeah.
to do is just move like 4 or 5 this way and then rotate and start
Yeah,
getting
that's
behind
what-
all
that
these
was-
boxes
Yeah, that was my plan, so we don't get shot. Ugh!
I mean, we could just run over the ballistas.
into the eternal darkness.
It's
I
Like-
feel it hilarious. It's like, I feel like Skow is saying that. How the fuck am I missing a ship? I don't know, Miss MS Hoods. How the fuck are you missing a ship?
So here's an idea.
Oh,
We could just
okay,
run
there we go.
over the ballistas with the ship.
We could, but also, like, once we're behind them, they're not really any particular threat to us, because
Yeah.
they have a 180.
Yeah, they will have to spend like whole actions, essentially lifting and maneuvering a ballista. There's like a 2-person ballista crew on each of these things.
I'm going to rotate the ship now because I can actually click the thing where we are because I'm about to not be able to. So
Yeah.
Oh, you
Yeah,
can.
that's fine. Yeah,
And
you can do it
then-
early before you would have hit that thing.
I need to reload
And
that.
then
I can't.
we're
Yeah,
basically-
you need to hit refresh if it didn't change.
Yeah.
If it's all black out for you.
All right, and then I'm going to. Okay. I know that this is like extra space. Is it flat? Is it flat over here?
It's flat enough.
Okay. Well, I am going to use all of our movement speed of 16. So we are technically off the map, but
Okay.
because we
I-
have a range of yes on our ballistas, so there's no reason not to.
I think we're squishing this ballista's crew on our way past, but yeah.
You might be, yeah.
I think we are.
You're gonna do the full 16 into the wastes.
Yeah,
Eh,
there's no reason
Alright.
not to because our weapons have a range of yes. So
I mean, they don't have. I mean, 80. Yeah, pretty much yes.
Pretty much, yes.
And I
It would
don't
be
like being
it would be
spooked
it would
on.
be 20 squares in real money, I guess.
I
This
remember
battle.
Dragon Age Origins. Swooping is bad.
It's true.
Yeah, sorry, I'm reading the ballista range 80, so...
Yes. That is 80 meters, which is 20 of these squares. Because they're 5x5.
We got
so just have to update
plenty
those
of room.
numbers.
Yeah.
In fact, I'm going to just increase
Wait.
this map size and chuck another thing on it. You're gonna have to hit refresh again, I'm afraid.
God damn it!
I don't know
totally went up
why.
my
I don't
stuff
know
again.
why. Yeah, I don't know why Roll20 is like that.
If you just moved us to a different map real quick, then that wouldn't happen.
No, wait, that's not, that's not
I
small,
moved
that's
forward.
16 squares.
I move forward to.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, 16.
Oop.
And what fucking whatever.
3.
Yeah, we got range. We got range of those bitches.
Guess I'll reset my roll 20 again.
I did say you'd have to.
Yeah, don't worry.
Okay,
Um,
technically
Definitely
we're
open
off the map.
cheats.
Technically we're off the map again, but this time to the north. But I'm just gonna stay here. We are another 6 this way.
I mean,
Yeah.
frankly, now that we're behind the ballistas, we could all just dismount the ship and fight these guys with our weapons. Fuck them.
You can do that if you would like to. Like, you
Ask
can
you-
definitely escape them, but they're going to try and harrow you until they can get your goods.
I mean, that's also true. We could just, again, now that we're out of the ballista arc, we could just, like, leave the ballista's range, and then just... Either they have to drag the ballistas after us, which is going to take a really long time, or only the wyverns get to come after us. Which, you know,
Yeah,
dramatically
just
reduces how much
literally-
danger we're in. So, I think
Yeah,
we
we
should
just
just do
keep
that.
fucking shooting the wyverns.
Yeah. We just shoot the wyverns from our asshole while we meander off into the sunset.
In which case, I'm gonna need a series of piloting tests. Because, yeah, the further you go off of the quote-unquote hunting track, like, this map is probably a good example of what it fucking looks like to try and drive through. Like, it is a lot of complicated maneuvering, and the ship is... It's going to take some damage. The question, I suppose, is how much?
That's fine. Cass is an excellent carpenter. He will just keep patching the ship.
Yeah, absolutely.
okay.
This ship does have a set amount of like material that you can fill it in with, much like a person that has a max vitality. I think its vitality value. It has a vit total of 6.
Oh, I
It's
see.
got down to 5 now.
So
Yeah.
for these tests, do I have help from?
Your party is still shooting at them, aren't they? So no, you do not have
Okay,
help.
fine.
Yeah, but it doesn't need all of the party to do that. Like, we have, like, 4 or 5 members that can do the ballista while Loam can help that, right?
Yeah, I will happily reduce our number of actions to make our piloting better.
Okay. Yeah. All right then. You can choose to knock off. I guess it would be an action each. So yeah, it would be 3 actions then if you want to give your pilot assistance.
Sure.
That's fine.
Alright.
We'll spend that spell. There we go.
Let's do the maneuver first before you heal it for like overheal
Okay,
it, I guess.
that's
Alright.
fair.
Oh, well, too late.
How many
Whatever.
land vehicles do you want?
We'll do them as we go. Give me a vehicles. All right, 24. That is fine. You take a whole 3 damage from maneuvering,
Bonk.
which brings you down to 81 of 100. Let's see here. The wyverns could try and cut you off if you ever slow down, so they're going to stay with you for a little bit longer.
And get pelted by
Alright.
ballistas while they do. Alright, fair
They
enough.
are going to. Give me 2 ballista attacks.
Okay.
Go for it.
Sorry, well, yeah, it would be 2 ballista attacks the first time, and then
Yeah.
you have to load the next one. Yeah.
1, 2.
Wow, okay. 18, 20, 22, and 23.
Keep bullying the injured one, I guess.
That
Until she
drops
dies.
this one. Oh, no, that one failed their test and started running. Once you
Oh, okay.
ran, they did not follow.
Okay, she's not
This one
following.
also is going to be off the line as well. You didn't kill them, but they are running away.
That's fine.
Alright, another maneuver.
Go, Ralu, go!
15 is not right.
Well, hold on. How about you re-roll that using my inspiration?
Okay.
Hey.
Natural 20.
Okay, then
Right.
you take no damage. Well done indeed. Oh yeah, also you're back at 100 because you spent a
Yep.
carpenter.
And then only 1 ballista shot this time.
Yep,
It's pretty good.
Boom.
that's a good ballista shot. Let me just bring them here. That ship is coming around on you. Yours, 23. That is not enough that they have to make tests to stay with you. Elven Raider Captain will move up and then start giving actions to their companions. I get to make a whole 1 attack against you. It's not great, but it's an attack as her ship tries to chase you. They don't realize that, you're in a rush as opposed to, like,
Fleeing.
yeah, fleeing in, like, terror because they're scary and stronger than you. They will soon realize that's not quite the case. And I still can't fucking hit you. Can't hit the broadside of a ship. Alright, you guys are go again.
They fucking rolling here like counter drift too.
Yep, give me another land vehicles test.
Good, okay. Another 15.
Another 15,
How about you
maybe?
reroll that?
Okay. 23.
Alright, a 23, you take 1 whole damage.
And 2 ballista shots.
Yep. Oh my god.
My ship!
I did add 1 instead of -1. Sorry, set to 1 even. The old classic equals.
Take your shots, Angel.
Okay,
Okay.
Double tapu.
keep you.
Fuck.
Oh, shit.
Get the
Damn.
on
Alright,
switch.
this one takes 25 and
Yikes.
retreats. And then this one takes 29. Ow.
I'm very good at calculating the projectile
Yeah,
range for
apparently.
ballista.
Apparently,
It's a
Take it
nice,
out.
you're just a fucking artillerist.
a nice screaming back at them. I went to college, bitch.
I don't drink.
I know trigonometry.
Oh fuck. Alright, Raider Captain, do a test to try and keep your people fucking functioning. Okay, they don't get in range to even shoot at you. They have 1 more attempt to catch up. Alright, give me another land vehicles test. Alright, you take 2 damage. And you have moved really far ahead. You can get a shot in. It's actually at disadvantage now, you're getting so far away from them.
Let's just ready an action to shoot when they get in range, if they get in range.
Yeah, alright, I'll do another charisma test, see if they get in range.
I have no particular desire to just waste ammo on these people.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, no.
they are unwilling to chase you once you've gotten clear and shot 3 of them essentially out of the sky.
They have some good sense, it seems.
Yeah, well handled.
Do any of you have
Goodness me.
prestidigitation or like any kind of minor illusion magic?
Yes, I got lots of those.
Oh man,
You
could
have
you
one
prestidigitate a
prestidigitation.
giant middle finger into the sky for them?
I
Wow,
can,
toxic.
I can do, dude, I can make you like a animated version of like 2 hands.
Yeah,
waving
just
middle
give me
fingers.
2 hands off the port and starboard sides, just flipping them the birds.
Yeah, give them some
Anime.
larboard and
I
starboard
feel like that
middle
was a
finger.
bird flip at me, but you know, whatever.
No.
No, we like
Fair
you. That's the
warning.
Yeah,
difference.
I like you. I don't like people
Uh.
trying to interrupt me while I'm trying to go somewhere. You bitches.
Yeah.
It's like those fucking goddamn Hare Krishna fuckers at the airport.
They're
We have
just
no
lucky that
time.
I'm not playing fucking Caradwin, who would like actually just stop the ship and go crucify all these people.
Go fucking raiding them.
We have no time for these saucy elvish tarts.
We can deal with them
Yeah.
later if we want to. We have an important thing to go find first.
In another world, that could well have been you, Loam.
Thank God it wasn't for Loam, because they were
Yeah,
not
it
very
would not
good.
have turned, it would not have turned out great for her.
I don't know. In that universe, she might have actually shot one of us off the deck of the
Yeah,
ship.
yeah, you might actually,
true.
yeah,
That's
gotten fucking
Sorry, what?
sniped.
What about?
So, like, in another world, this would have been Loam riding one of these wyverns attacking
Oh.
around her ship.
Mm,
And in another world, maybe then she would have been a legitimate danger to these players.
I've been the only.
we didn't get close for me to recognize any of these, like, what tribe these elves might have been from.
Give me a perception test at disadvantage.
We didn't. Yeah, we didn't
Kind
get
of in the
very
middle of a
close
fight,
to
and I
them.
didn't manage to get closer to
Yeah.
you than 30
Yeah.
meters, and it would have been from above. No, you don't recognize any of them by the undersides of their wyverns. I recognize that undercarriage anywhere. No, I'm afraid that's not how that goes.
I know that blowed out elf anywhere. Says a shot.
Yeah, I mean, they
If
are
Hashot
barefoot
was
while
with
they're
us-
riding their wyverns, so Hashot would recognize them by their
Yeah.
toes almost immediately.
Yeah, if his shot was with us, we'd have to stop and fight them, but for entirely different reasons.
Yeah, no, you should be able to tell as they fly overhead, like, I recognize those Piggly Wigglies. Them grippers. Okay. As your ride across the sands reaches at last open ground, you are able to continue onwards to Demon's Wake. You have a chance to sleep. Do you attempt to drive through the night and catch them? Or are you going to...
I have advantage on these tests, so I will. But I won't have help in steering, because I assume Loam's going to go to sleep.
Well, so before, since everyone is able to get some sleep, I will cast Heroic Inspiration so that makes sure that everyone has sleeps. Or
I would
makes
say that
sense.
just let Bear take the steering wheel if it's all just flat. But I do have advantage on tests against exhaustion for staying up all night, because former Legionnaire.
Yeah.
yeah,
So-
they can also, make you some good, strong coffee.
And you can't get more advantage than
You can't get
advantage.
double advantage.
Yeah.
Advantage is already advantage.
You can't get fucking double pregnant in this goddamn game. What?
Yeah, well, if maybe she could get double advantage if a god made her that coffee, but they didn't. So.
Okay. Yeah, well, Ralu will stay up and drive, steer the ship through the night. Constitution save?
Yes, please.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Oh, you're an EB baby.
It's just a rank of exhaustion, right?
It is a rank of exhaustion, yes.
I feel like Cass would probably want to stay up with Ralu just to keep her company.
Yeah, honestly, and if you do, then Maevh does.
Alright. Oh,
Oh, you're
He
so
just
EB
he
together.
just fell
Maevh,
asleep
you need to
against
keep him
Ralu's
awake.
leg.
With the dexterity, with
Oh,
the fingering,
sorry,
I
hold on.
guess.
that's... Well, it would be
So
a...
it's a 16.
16.
Okay. Yes, with a 16, she is fine. She helps keep you two awake.
Yeah. Maevh knows what's up.
Yep, I didn't have
She
advantage
is the
yet.
beacon.
Oh.
She gets to put on the Y pose as you clear the
Inspiration.
edge of the thick hills. The sun is rising. You see her on the admittedly now quite smashed up prow of the ship.
Savin, how does the inspiration you hand out every day work? Is that
Get
after we
inspiration.
sleep? Is it
Yeah.
after we sleep?
No, it's usually
Yeah,
before
yeah.
we sleep because that way I don't have to start the next day missing a vitality.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Oh, if it's before we sleep, can I re-roll the con save then?
And I guess.
Yeah?
Just,
I mean,
You
you
just
aren't
won't
taking
have
long
it for
rests,
the next day.
so you aren't going
That's
to
fine.
have them.
I thought that doesn't bother me. I just wait. What does exhaustion do?
It's just
fatigue do
-1 vitality maximum for the next until you clear the exhaustion.
And obviously, you know, you don't get back spells and stuff from the benefits of a long rest.
Yeah, but I didn't use any spells, so.
Yeah, you haven't used any
Yeah.
spells. But yeah, the Vit that Cass knocks off to give out inspiration would also, you know, not come back.
I do like having all of my fit though. I need to heal.
It's just
Yeah,
one
if you
bit.
get-
When have you ever run
it's
out?
Oh, it's
one
fine.
bit.
It's fine.
Okay.
I don't
Alright, then.
need advantage all the time in combat.
Alright then. If you could tick off of it for Cass then to give an
I
out
did.
musician. Alright, cool. Excellent. Alright. You are able to course along the sands. They had a 2-day lead on you, but I think that means you crush it down to essentially arriving at their destination on their heels.
Good. Good.
Let me double check your speed and theirs. But I'm pretty sure you actually just arrive at the same time. It would be so funny if you actually arrived before them.
It
That
would
would
be.
be very.
But you would have had to have drifted by. I think you're just going to arrive at the same time for just
Narrative
story
sake.
reasons.
You know, we-
Just
you
for
know,
simple story reasons. I might have you arrive at the
You know,
same
we-
time instead of before them.
We
Yeah,
arrive
it's
at the
not
same
bad.
time. Back to vehicle combat.
Yeah, we just see them on the side there, on the side of the road. Just shoot them with the boat, and just stop and just get in and fucking kick their ass in the desert. Fuck them getting to their point. Let's stop them before that.
We literally. Dang it. Yeah, we pull one of these. I'll put it in VCT.
Yeah, essentially.
I have like a bunch of fucking Dracleas stuck in my fucking head.
They're all playing flute.
They are all playing flute. They picked it up as a joke, but then they got scary good. There's a bunch of fucking Dracleas, and they're all playing flute.
Yeah, for a
This is
second.
the phrase Dracleas.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The weird though, I heard you wrong. That says it's a bunch of Dragulas and like Rob Zombie.
Dig through the
And then you
ditches and
repeat it.
burn through the witches.
Live,
So
laugh,
I
and
mean,
love
Dracula.
is my favorite fucking... Back of my Dracula.
Oh man. How is Rob doing nowadays? It's been a fucking
Good
couple of
question. I
days
haven't
since
heard
I saw
anything
him.
from him in like 10 years.
He's doing okay. I saw him posting.
I thought he
last
was-
night.
Yeah, he's,
He's only
I thought he was.
62.
I thought
he's
I
only
thought he was
60.
doing a. Yeah, I thought I could have swore that a friend of mine went to one of his concerts recently. I think he's still touring.
Yeah, he's still
I
doing
think-
shit.
I'm
Yeah, I
pretty
met
sure
him, but-
Joe went to
Yeah, he's
one of his concerts.
on tour a couple of years ago with Alice Cooper.
Who is also still completely going. It's kind of wild.
Yeah, he's actually performing next month on the 17th at Rockfest. Oh, and he's going to be at Aftershock this year
Nice.
with Bring Me the Horizon, Marilyn Manson, In the Moment, Motionless in White, and BVB.
Yo, Bring Me the
Yo.
Horizon.
Holy shit.
Sick.
Um,
Do love me some
fucking
math
weird,
metal.
but-
gonna
Oh
be in Louisville.
shit, Cooper 77.
I'd be like majorly impressed, but we live in a world where Ozzy Osbourne is still alive somehow.
Somehow.
I'm like 77.
Same.
Them's rookie numbers.
How
Yeah,
is that
Oz-
man still
no,
alive?
Ozzy is younger than Cooper by 1 year.
Oz?
Yeah, but he lived like three
Yeah, but-
times harder.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
exactly.
that's-
Ozzy also introduced
Don't-
his skull to a tree.
Oh yeah, but though you can't beat the cockroach itself, eat riches. That fucker's still going at 81.
Rob Zombie is performing with Marilyn Manson 3 out of the 4 shows he's going to this year.
No, Manson's a fucking gem. As a person, at least, his music, that's individual taste, but
Yeah.
I don't give you
I'm
this one.
going to put you guys on this map as you continue your way through this blasted land. And I hurriedly position people because you arrive before they have done their thing.
Very good.
do I just grease the gears to make the just so the bitch can go faster?
Okay.
Do it?
Yep.
I need to zoom out.
Yeah. I don't have a ship that looks majorly destroyed, but the one you've been chasing after is not in as lovely and pristine a condition as it appears in the top corner of the map there.
I was really hoping we'd show up in the middle of a ritual with the guy just floating above a rune circle.
Well, we're probably close to that. We're probably
You
Plastic
arriving at the
essentially
heart of the
are. Like,
ritual.
she is at an altar right now.
Hey, hey guys, I have an idea. Right, bear with me here. Alright, so we're
I'm
right
actually
here,
correct?
right?
Yes.
Yes.
What if instead we were right here and this guy had a ram-sized hole through his body?
Yeah, there's a
Ship
straight opening.
2 back. There you go.
Beep beep.
I would like a maneuvering
Jesus.
test, please.
I will
okay,
cast Bardic
uh,
Inspiration.
The DC is 22.
Okay.
It's well
Bardic
worth it, really.
Inspiration. Can I have advantage from Loam?
Yes, I assume you are not going to be doing actual ship combat. You're using the ship as a prow before you begin the fight.
Whoops.
Roll again.
Hold on. We have
Okay.
inspiration about. We can re-roll that. Who wants to use one?
Hey!
There you go.
You beat the 22. Okay then. Roll your initiatives as usual, please, while I just get everyone else positioned and set up for what's about to happen.
Sure thing.
I hope there's some sort of
Oh, these
horrible
are some-
giant monster in the middle of that circle that's gonna eat our ship.
There's definitely gonna be a horrible giant monster. Well, actually, maybe
Oh.
it's gonna be a one because it's
This,
what?
this token is not connected to my proper character.
Right, because this is the access. So we might fight a worm. There might be a giant worm coming out of the ground.
We're going to end right here, guys, with the 16 movement. So
That's fine.
I mean, that still fucking hits the dude with a pram.
Yeah, you do still hit this guy with a ram.
A ship size. Horse. That'd be, you know, the cartoony shit to just turn around, see the ram, and then you just get catapulted.
Oh, good. The chanter is low on the initiative, which means I can magic missile her when we get up there.
Yep, that's
that's-
really irritating.
you can always run up and just smack the ball out of Skow's
boy.
hand and just counterspell whatever she's doing.
That's true. If I knew counterspell.
Ah, fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wizards
is
gotta pay for all
everybody
the spells they learn.
on? Who are we missing? Debbie.
Oh, sorry.
It's not on the initiative.
Yep.
Let's check.
Yep.
And Masika. Have we got Maevh on there? Yes. Brienne. Yeah. Alright, cool.
That said straight. I do have a funny spell called Dispel Magic.
Okay, so which gem beast is this? Not the one who might get in the way of you. Stomp you towards there. Bump, 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 bump. Hey, this one does get to.
Hold
Right,
on.
Where's...
Wait, hold on.
Hey,
Whoa.
Ralu.
Ralu's the one doing your maneuver.
Yeah, no, hold on. It's just Ralu.
Yeah.
You know how I gave you a bardic die?
Yeah.
You should roll that on your initiative.
You can do that?
Yeah, it's just
Yeah,
an ability
Sure
check.
can. It's a D20.
Oh. What
Proficient
is
It's
a
a
bardic?
D6.
What do?
That's a D6.
Okay, so it's 14.08.
Beep beep.
Let me just resort that. Okay then. And alright, now I don't get to move the gem beast out of the way when you hit him with the whole ship. Now, Ralu, the DC 22 is to make it there at best speed. Do you especially care about the condition of this ship when it hits them?
We need the ship to get home in.
It will be in that much condition at least, you're fairly sure. But do you care if it's pretty fucked up?
Well, we're all gonna disembark anyways, and you know what? My husband is a shipwright.
Plus, it's an entire material worth of ship right here.
Yeah, we only spent like 2 bit at most.
Yeah. Yeah, the ship
Yeah.
has...
We'll kill these guys,
all
cannibalize
100
their
hit
vessel.
points, and it is at 4.
Oh yeah, we could steal their ship too.
Yeah.
Their ship is not in great condition itself.
Yeah, we were told it was
Yeah, I
in
know.
bad condition.
It does not look quite as nice. You could try and nick their one, but I think
And
that
it's also not really.
the
It's probably not a
scout
warship.
frigate the scout frigate is definitely a nicer ship of the two
Yeah.
if it's repaired. When you collide, it's going to be worse off than their one for sure.
Well, no, I was more thinking like, hey, we could steal their ship and then sell it.
Absolutely.
We should. Okay, but I'm still saying we should probably cannibalize their ship to repair ours.
Yeah, if we need to.
Which it sounds like we
Alright.
are if we're going to go up full
You're
speed.
about to need to. If you want to do
So-
lots of damage and you know you've got a ship right.
Maybe we shouldn't go at full speed.
Too
No,
late.
I don't think
Too late.
that's the
Bop.
case.
Too
I
late.
believe it is full speed.
Cass is gonna yell for
Alright.
everyone to brace.
Yeah. Can everyone on the ship please give me a dexterity saving throw?
If
Yes.
this is to be tossed, if this is to be forcibly moved, can I use Anchor's weight?
You can use Anchor's weight, yes.
Can I have advantage on the dexterity save?
Yeah.
Didn't help.
If I could
Not
rage
this
ahead of
time.
time, I'd like
I
to as
braced-
well.
I mean,
braced my-
Cass did
Yeah.
shout brace, you can rage.
Cool.
Yeah, just... I hold
Then I
on
can't be
to...
pushed
I
either.
hold on to the... Yeah, hold on to the pole to try and... advance the
Oh,
ship
yeah, with
somehow.
with an 11, Bree. You
Just
know
let the
what?
panic
I may
ride.
have rolled that really high, she chooses to fail.
She wants to go sailing into them.
Yeah, if anything, when Cass says brace, she is going to run up to the front of the ship.
Well, you know, I was
Oh,
thinking
yes,
about
I can.
re-rolling, but now it's like, no, I want to go be a badass like Brienne. Let's
You
go.
can fly. You don't have to
I-
care. You can fly.
Yeah, I can fly. It's fine.
You can fly. You can fly.
In
In
Okay,
fact, actually,
I can
yeah.
al-
Instead of racing, I can just like fly and just
Yeah,
get
I
off
can-
the
I will
deck.
Try to...
I
I
can
will
also
try-
fly, but I'm at the helm, so I assume
Yeah.
I'm just going to
You
take a
can-
bunch of damage from slamming into the helm.
It's fine. You didn't need
Yeah.
your rooms.
Are you sure
12
you
is
want
still
to use
also not going to do it.
a guidance on an 11?
It does not make it,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
Yeah.
She tried. She could have made it up to 15, which would have been good. Would have been
Well,
required.
actually, you know what? I can use that.
Yeah.
a bit late.
Don't be a baby. That's fine.
But also, it's okay to get launched. So,
You've been launched
let's
before.
go in order here of everybody's rolls, and then we'll calculate the damage. Masika, you fail your test.
Okay. I can't be pushed now. I'm raging, but
You can't be pushed. You are not being pushed.
Yep.
You are being flung, I guess.
well, it means the same thing. Straight as down is what I meant.
What I'm going to do is half the distance you would travel.
Okay, I can deal with that.
So, as you enrage, you get flung. Huh. Give me another dexterity check, and let's see if you can grab on this stone spire as you fly by it.
We're getting impaled.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say make a dexterity save.
Yeah, if that had been a nat 1, it would have been a impaling. All right, you do not get impaled. You do not hit this thing supremely hard. You're able to turn at the shoulder and land about here. You take only 10 damage.
Okay.
Next, Cass.
Launch me.
You are able to. You are launched. You have wings, so that is fine. However, you do go from like 0 movement to a very abrupt acceleration. You're going to take some damage from whiplash. It's just inevitable.
I mean, can I inflict damage on him as well?
You can attempt to make a death from horizontal on him.
Just flying drop kick from God.
Yeah, you can be a rod from God, if you would like to be.
You're goddamn right I do.
You know what? Roll me another dex save. This will essentially function as an attack roll. Okay. So, this is the hold up. This is the distance you are going to be traveling.
24 meters? Oh boy. Whee!
18 meters.
Alright, never mind. I drop kicked
You are able to, as you fly by it. No, you did say the gem beast. You are able to attack it as you fucking sail past him.
Okay.
So make an attack roll. Sorry, make a damage roll even. The 24 also counted as your attack roll.
Okay.
I mean, honestly, you're landing.
Do I
on
get
a
my
very
sneak
good
attack on this?
Yes, because guess who's next to the enemy?
Oh, that's right!
Perfectly next to him.
Masika. Alright.
We are doing these in order.
Yeah. Get saxophoned. 23.
Okay, so that is 23 damage on this poor fuck. He is almost now certainly going to be in the instant death threshold when this fucking thing hits him. Next up, Anai, with your save, you are perfect. You are able to reduce your amount of distance traveled to a whole 4 meters. You can, I think that means you can grab a railing like right here and be fine and not take any damage. There's some whiplash, but it's like 2 damage, I think. Yeah,
Okay,
it's
so
like 2 damage.
So I need to take damage?
Yep, just 2.
Okay, that's good. Not this time. I'm not falling off the boat this time, you fuckers.
No, yep, you hang on to it this time. Alright, Maevh also passes. She is also only going to travel 4, and she can grab onto a railing.
Also, to be fair, I'd be back here, so it's gonna take me a while to get into combat.
Yep. Alright, Ralu, this is
Give me my
about
bludgeoning
to hurt.
damage.
Alright,
As I just slam into the helm.
roll me 4d12, please.
Sure.
As you are in the worst car crash of your life, you take 34 damage.
What kind of damage?
Bludgeoning.
Okay, so I take 29.
Technically, it's magical bludgeoning because you're being smashed against your own armor. I tease. It's normal bludgeoning.
Oh, I desync.
Yep, there's yeah, there is now like just like a ship's wheel, just like scuff mark of all that paint that was on the wheel is now just on your breastplate. Like the breastplate doesn't itself take damage, but there is now just a fucking marking all the way up here in that shape.
It's a good thing I have all of my vits.
Yeah.
It's a good thing you didn't break your ribs on this somehow.
Mm-hmm. Who was the next one? Karin, you fail.
I recognize this moment.
I've done this before.
Except this time, not quite so glorious. As you sail end over end past the enemy and thump into the ground. Give me another dex, please. Let's see if you land on your feet and how much damage you take. Alright.
I'm gonna reroll that.
Okay.
Oh,
Alright,
no.
yeah,
Another 2.
you skid another meter on your face, and you take 2d12 damage if you would like to roll 2d12 against yourself.
I will roll 2d12 against myself. 2d12.
Alright, you take 8
8.
damage. Not as terrible as it could be for you. And Brienne chose to fail and is doing essentially the same thing as Cass. Let's make another dex test for your attack. Oh, not great.
She has insp if she wants that.
She is an NPC. She doesn't have insp. You can spend insp for her, but she does not have her own.
Oh, so the heroic doesn't count for you then?
No,
No.
she is.
Okay.
She's an NPC. She is still going to fly the same distance. Well, almost the same distance. She slams into the altar.
It's fine. Regen will buff that out.
Takes 60-12. In fact, I really lowballed. Oh, I didn't really lowball it. I kind of lowballed 60-12.
It's fine. She regenerates.
Crunch.
Yeah, they'll buff out.
It'll buff right out, you know.
Yeah, while Casper, you're going spinning end over end through the sky. Bryn's next to you. She goes, "Fuck!" Just smashes right into the
Fuck
altar.
the windshield.
Yeah, Cass just lands on the other side. You know, perfect landing. Ta-da! Then, boom!
Yeah, like a sack of
God,
potatoes.
it must look so strange to the person in the middle of this.
Am I missing Loam's deck save? I think I am.
I think you are.
No,
Debbie,
no, no.
deck save, please.
Is Kina up?
Did he get up? I think he might have gone up. Oh no, there you are.
No, I'm here.
Deck save, please.
I have a Tasha save. Hi, Tasha.
Hi, Tasha.
Tasha's. Dex save.
Yep.
Oh, you're going flying.
Right, you're about to go
Oh.
flying.
Well,
Give me another deck save, please, to see how you land.
Not great dex
Badly.
saves.
That might be worth
All right.
re-rolling.
You also skid a meter on your face.
You might want to re-roll that, Kinathis.
Everyone got inspiration.
Everyone has inspo.
oh. Okay.
All right, you do not skid a meter on your face and come to a halt. Instead,
Stick the landing.
You take 1d6 damage.
You land next to the bear with a little.
Who landed a meter short and slid the rest of the way in her face. You take 2. The bear took 8.
Who's ass over head right now in the
Yep.
ground.
All right. Hey, Ralu, this was your roll. Please roll me 8d12 plus 9. He's so dead. Crunch. There is a real, like, wet, crispy crunching noise, like a
Jeez.
sack full of sausage meat got slapped into, like, a
Oh my
shelving
God.
rack full of fine china. Just a real fucking
Descriptive.
noise of a creature occurs. Just obliterates him.
Is that how much the boat takes as well?
The boat takes 72 damage. It is still intact.
Wow.
That's what I said, like, there's not enough damage to break the boat, but, like, if you're willing to hit him with the full fucking force of the boat without hitting any brakes, then that's how that goes.
That's fair.
Listen,
That's
That'll
fair.
buff right out.
I'm fine with this. Again, like, my husband's really good with wood.
All right. Let's go from the top here. Alright, real combat. There is a lot of shock, a lot of stunned people here. The gem beast sees that there is a Karin on the ground there, covered in priestly things, and they should probably be attacked first while they're on the ground. Because guess what the gem beast's specialty is? Attacking a prone target.
Kick her in the dick.
I was gonna say
Oh, wait, she doesn't
coming.
have a dick.
21 to hit Karin and a 27 to hit Karin.
Yeah, those are both hits.
Alright, you are now dazed on the ground. Brienne
Oh, fucking cheap.
is going
Minor.
to peel herself from this altar. Use half her speed getting up. And it's going to scramble the rest of the way up here. Hello, bitch. And
They
yeah,
shank.
Cass, you're up close enough. This person looks fucking familiar.
How familiar?
Yeah,
Give me
how
an int.
familiar? What kind of check would you like for that?
Give me an int.
Int, okay.
Memory.
20.
Yeah, this cultist fucking gloated at you at the very start of the campaign.
I have no
Oh,
recollection of that.
she was in the prison.
Oh, this bitch.
Cass just gonna, like, heft Bendy's sex whistle. You! I recognize you! Bitch!
I was
Ah.
entirely expecting a surprise, motherfucker.
You would have been such a great general for the cause. A shame. Brienne was unconscious when she was gloating, so did not know her, and is going to stab her. Oh, stab her pretty good. At the end of Brienne's turn, this lady is going to use a legendary action.
Mm-hmm.
And Thorned Whip cast.
Okay.
Whoa!
Ow!
Wow.
Woof.
Well, she needs a 5 to hit me, so there's not really much point in trying to do anything about that. So I guess I just get the shit slapped out of me.
That was some good fucking D6s.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
Alright, I
hurts
can
quite a lot.
slide you 3. Let's... 1, 2, 3. Get you back.
Okay. And
As you see, she whips out a
Ow.
hand at you, and this fucking psionic whip just from her hands nails you in the chest and sends you flying.
whee!
Karin. You are dazed, you are on the ground, and there is a gem beast who just kicked you right in the pussy.
Yeah, okay, so
Rude.
dazed means I cannot use my reaction, correct?
Correct.
Yeah, you get one action.
So I can stand up
Mm-hmm.
as a movement, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And then use an action, a standard action.
Mm-hmm. Correct.
That is correct. Okay. I will stand up. Oh, you son of a bitch. Ah, that's a bad Rochambeau. I just look at Cass who got his ass whipped.
Oh yeah. Quite literally this time. She definitely aims at the ass.
Yeah, and... Okay. Oh, you bastards. I will pop a fucking, Divine Resilience. To give some fucking damage reduction here, so... Cass!
Hello.
Lemois! And the elf!
Yep. Yours are 12 in
You
this
get-
game, right?
It's 13.
Ooh,
Oh, boy.
13. Fancy. Okay. At the end of your turn, hey Cass.
Yeah.
Give me a wisdom save, please.
Aw, jeez. Hey! That's my spell, you bitch! Well, here goes nothing. I could actually pass that with a bardic die.
You might want to. Unless you'd like to come.
Not really.
What?
Actually, wait. No, I put that on Ralu. Expert snack can't be used on save, so yeah, I just fail.
Alright, you take 12 damage instead. You still have 1 point of divine resilience left.
That's the most important point.
Yeah,
Now there's just some white running down.
yeah, you're just running down that count.
I mean, and remember, he took that potion of extra juice as well.
Oh yeah, you're just following like a Vorset. And legs get real shaky. No poles though, a shame. Masika, your go.
Yep. Let's see here. I think I might as well pin down the other guy. Yeah.
The boss? Yeah. Or
And get right up to this guy.
keep him.
Oh, you're right, actually. Brienne as well can do a punishing attack once with a reaction.
Could
because
I,
you can't let us miss.
Could I perhaps suggest maybe get up on the boss?
Okay, yeah, sure, I can do that instead.
Is this bitch is going to kill all of us with these legendary attacks? Holy shit!
Yeah.
Damn.
I can reach her okay, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
You
we'll
are
attack her
tall
twice
enough
then.
that the 1 meter tall altar is not a problem because you are big.
Yeah.
That is a good hit.
Yeah, that's 2 good hits.
11, 17, another 11, 17. 34. Ow. Rude. End of your turn. Let's try and make you back the fuck off. 31 to hit Masika.
Yeah.
Drop her down. And I'm going to slide you 3. Oh wait, are you resistant to being moved?
Yeah.
Can I move you at
Sort of,
all, or are you like immune to it?
Pretty sure I'm immune. Let's see, it's under rage.
If you didn't
You become sturdy.
yeah,
It's-
sturdy.
Okay, yeah, I can't move you.
Yeah. Right.
Okie dokie. Yeah, she tries to move you and realizes, oh, you are not shifting at all. That's
Somewhere,
unfortunate.
Guardy got a rock hard boner all of a sudden.
Okay,
Yeah.
so a couple questions, Gal.
Go for it.
First, can I stand on like the bow of the ship here, or is that's like part of the? right?
It's. I will probably ask for some kind of acrobatics for balance. The power of the ship has been fucking mangled. And it's been mangled twofold now.
However, you are a stripper. You should have advantage on balancing on things.
No.
Oh,
strippers
come
aren't-
on.
No, stripping doesn't give you the ability to run the balance beam in the middle of combat.
Just because you're a whore doesn't make you a good
Now, if she
stripper.
were a gymnast, sure, they actually do the balance beam, but yeah, no, that's
You said doo-doo.
In which
Yeah.
case, then, like, how far down am I from the ground?
about 4 meters.
Okay. This is gonna be an expensive turn, but it's fine.
2 meters if you jump on the corpse of that gem beast. It's gonna cover you in gore though. That thing got obliterated.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't do that. Anai covered in gore. That is like the opposite of what she wants to do. Okay.
No, exactly.
Let's see here. So I can Misty Step 5, so that puts me here. Yeah. So we'll start off by using a minor action to Misty Step. And put
I'll
myself.
be back in a second because there's just like a draft at the moment. It keeps yanking my fucking door open.
Okay.
Huh.
I'll wait till you get back because this next thing is gonna require a save from your boss. Yeah. Let's see here. So, area burst 2 within 10. This is fine. And we'll cover the entire altar. And I can make Brienne pass, and then she can move out of it. Yeah, this will work.
What spell are you casting?
Cryostatic Circle
What does that do?
creates a zone, or it creates an area burst 2, where it becomes a zone of freezing cold and lightning, which lasts for the spell duration. Creature that starts its turn in the zone or enters for the first time will take 46 in cold and 46 lightning.
Okay.
half dimensional like
So you
faster.
want to make a zone that does damage in the encounter with the boss who has a bunch of slide powers.
Oh yeah, fair enough. She's
You're
just
right,
gonna keep
you're-
sliding people into
Yeah.
the AoE.
That is going
You're
to
right.
kill us.
Okay, you're
Damn it!
right. Sorry.
Oh, I hoped you wouldn't know this.
Right. Well.
That would have
Which
been
is-
so
I know.
brutal.
I know.
That would have been so brutal.
Yeah. All right.
Damn
well,
it.
instead of doing that, I guess I'm gonna fall back
No,
on
don't
to-
do it.
my classic magic missile at 4th level. I'm
Oh,
tired of these cultists. I recognize you a little bit. This is payback. All right. So how many of this is it? It's 8.
So,
Right? So
yep.
2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah. So this is 8d6 plus 16. Right? Yes.
Mhm.
And before she has shield.
Don't put that eel on Anai.
All right.
Hey, Scout
Takes
doesn't modify.
39 force damage.
Scout doesn't modify her stat sheets in the middle of combat, so
39 force. Owie.
And then
That's a low
I'm
roll.
going to do a bit of movement. 1, 2, 3, 4,
That's
5,
perfectly okay roll.
6, 7.
I know there's at least 3 twos in there.
I can't do anything about that.
No, I was talking to Skow there, so.
Yeah,
And
sorry,
that's
I
it
was
for
I
me.
forgot the 6s, not d4s now. End of your turn. I'll take an oppie from Masika if I do it, but
What, you gonna make me cut my pants now?
Yeah, come your pants.
Okay, what is this? Wisdom save? Ooh,
Mhm.
wisdom's not great.
Fuck! Are you sure it's not great? Because it looks like wisdom's great, right? And it's a save for all. Ralu.
Mick fucking owl. Alright, I'll spend 2 wit. 1 for true grit, and 1 for wild shift. So I gain back 16. And I do want these guys. I could make it over to this guy, but I kind of want them to congregate. Don't want to be splitting up the battlefield, so I'm going to double move right behind Karin. Well, behind and beside. And that's my entire turn. Oh, wait, nope, that's not my entire turn. I also do this.
Who's that on?
Oh, sorry, Cass.
Why? Why would you do that?
I don't know.
Alright.
Alright, enjoy your 12
Yep.
Hey,
psychic damage.
Cass.
Yep.
Reaction. I hear you like,
Aren't you dazed?
ages.
Yeah, you're dazed.
You don't have a reaction.
That does remove reactions?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Oh, no, it's fine though, because it's until the end of their next turn. You're fine.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
Yeah, it ended when your turn
Then
finished.
yes, I would love to spend a bit.
We can't. Yes. it
Well, that
hasn't,
will handily
I-
double my current hit points. Thank you.
And you can have some damage reduction as well.
Well, no, unfortunately, but
Oh no.
it lasts until the end of my end of my next turn, which is right now.
Oh, okay.
Lady, I'm married to 2 dick girl Amazons. You ain't got shit. I can do this all day. But the real question is, can you?
Probably.
Well, we're gonna find out as I go in for a 2nd level climactic caress.
A battle of the wills, I see.
A battle of the goons. Alright, let me make sure my button's turned on. Climactic Caress at 2nd level. Now you too can be tased by a shitload of psychic damage.
Ow.
How does it feel, bitch?
Pretty good. Fuck you, though.
You plagiarizing whore! Hold on, I have a bonus action.
Nonsense. This is an original spell.
Yeah, original from my spell book. I'm gonna chug a potion of
Fair
healing.
enough. Loam.
Well, this guy's is in my way.
My spell
He
is
doesn't-
ranged. It's definitely different.
He doesn't know how much danger
You
he's
just
in.
copied my homework and changed it a little so the magic teacher didn't fucking notice.
Nonsense. I came up with this spell first. Yours is a derivative and inferior version. Ow! Oi, stop killing my minions, bitch.
I'm gonna take her spell. I'm gonna learn this spell if I can.
miss. 11. 14.
Why did you have to
The
join
last
an
one's a
evil
miss,
cult?
I'm
We could have
afraid.
just been casting this on each other for fun.
We still can after you submit.
You submit first.
No. You can rule the world with me instead, cowboy.
Join me. Together we shall rule together.
Pink hand. We can rule this world, cowboy.
I put my dick in her hand and squirt on her.
I just said, Maeve, bitch is trying to steal your boy. Smite the whore.
A winded Maevh makes angry noises. And actually, yeah, can you give me an insight as Maevh charges down here?
Okay. From Maevh?
Yeah.
Alright.
No, from Cass.
Oh, okay. Inside A. Holy fuck.
There is something deep and dark and staggeringly hateful in Maevh's eyes.
Uh-oh.
Wow.
She has advantage to all of her attacks against this target. She is going to ignore targets who are not the boss.
Ogre.
I'm sure this is fine.
Oh.
Angry doggo.
Let's go ahead. and-
Oh yeah, to be fair, she did kidnap her husband, rip his soul out.
Yeah.
She's not happy about this.
we should not do that.
She Crusader mode now, bitch.
Oh, yeah.
Sorceress
Yeah.
Surge for once.
Excellent.
Oh, and
Let's see.
yeah, you know, Masika's wife would be doing the same thing right now.
Okay. Maevh is going to cast Word of Dread. Time to invoke Divine Terror in this bitch. And
Okay.
we'll throw that at 3rd level.
Since it is Maevh casting it, this boss has disadvantage against her.
Oop, that is ranged 5, though. I do need... Fuck. Hold on.
You could wild shift instead of source surge. She's already got advantage against her anyway.
No, she'd still be a square out. Shit. That was burst
Oh,
hand.
no, man, then.
Alright, well, in that case, fucking suck on Fireball. Yeah, it's fine. We can hit Brienne as a treat. She doesn't mind.
Yeah, and on this occasion, I'm sure Maevh would really not ever want to do that. Right now, she's quite singularly hateful in a way you've never seen before.
That's a good fireball.
That's an excellent fireball.
DC 18, because Surge.
Disadvantage dex save. Fuck. That's a
Christ.
1. I'm gonna spend a legendary resist.
Good choice.
Oh my!
Because that's a lot of fire damage.
Oh my fireball! No.
Yeah.
It's just a little fireball.
It's just a little... She can't afford to take much more damage already.
Yeah, she gotta still do her ritual.
Yeah. As my turns end, she will in fact warn you, it's not over yet. Back off when she explodes.
She what?
This gem beast is going to charge into Ralu and Maevh. Ralu, 21 to hit you.
21 to hit this guy.
Fair enough.
take that,
He is
idiot.
hit and knocked prone. Damn it.
Loam cut his throat.
Alright. The time we will be waiting for. Refill them Legos. And... Cass, Masika.
Hello.
Yes.
Ow.
Cool days.
Oh,
Excess's
man.
evocative evocation. A totally original
Oh
spell.
no, it's evocative.
That's an air burst
And
1, so, I mean, at least she's getting oppied by 3 people for this.
Brienne's already used a reaction to oppie her last time she did a ranged spell in her face.
Well, I
but you
sure
two can
haven't,
oppie her.
so... yeah.
Yeah.
Bonk.
I throw my guardian aura on this. Bonk.
Let's see here. 528. 3. Almost.
Alright. And who was this on? Just these 4 nerds down here?
Me, you and me.
Oh, just...
No, it was on you two.
Okay.
The one's in her face.
What save you say? I don't know why.
Whoa!
Masika with the staggering.
Yeah, shame I didn't have disadvantage. Yeah, no, there's really no
Alright.
point. He's trying to inspo it.
19 psychic and dazed for
Well.
Khassid, and 9 damage for Masika and no dazed.
Right.
Let's see, end of her turn. This gem beast of excess is going to stand up before he can get fucking pulverized on the ground. And is once again trying to kick your healer in the pussy. He hits you and knocks you prone.
Hang on. This is
Oh.
the beginning of a new turn, which means I have my reaction again. So,
You get your reaction back after your turn
Your
has
turn.
passed.
is it on the top of the turn?
Your
No,
I
it's
turn.
thought
No,
or
it's
on
your
your
turn.
turn. Oh, got it. Never mind.
Yep. So, Karin, you are hit for 12, which becomes 6, and then you hit for 13, which becomes 6. However, this has the stun keyword, and the stun keyword can only be applied once. You are not dazed this time. I'm fairly sure that is how the stun keyword functions.
Hooray.
But you do still get hit twice. Ain't that nice?
Do you want to use any
Alright.
legendary actions?
Yeah. I am going to have her try and whip Cass. 19 to hit
Masika's-
Cass. Masika?
Smack a bitch.
Yep.
Yeah, that'll hit me. Did I prepare shield today? No. That's a shame.
That's on cast, so I'm getting the attack.
Yep.
Okay.
Alright, and, yeah, good night, Cruel World.
I'm gonna inspo that.
Oh, you're down. That's unfortunate.
That
Here we go.
is
19
what
to hit.
happens when a
19
boss
is a hit.
aggressively targets the squishy.
That's just true.
Dang.
Going out of my way to drop a striker, I know. Team.
I mean, it makes sense. It's probably for the best.
Well, my turn now. Well,
Brienne's
No,
turn
it's
now.
Brienne's.
Oh shit.
You should coup de grace me with her fucking little cum button attacks while you're at it.
Those
Yeah.
cum button attacks aren't lethal, remember?
Yeah, they're non-lethal.
Yeah.
spell.
I mean, no, she has totally original versions. What are you
Totally
talking
original version. No, her ones are unfortunately their psychic attacks that prescribe to the same thing.
I'm going to steal them from her if she has a spell book after this.
I mean,
Stabs
obviously.
this cunt. Ow. And then the lady explodes.
Now you get like a death knell from this, probably.
Yay!
Let me just move Brienne aside as she is blown off the altar. As she reveals her true form. You are now within an aura.
That woman has massive DSLs.
Yes,
Oh,
she
yeah.
does.
Hot.
Why is it always
Cass is
succubi?
very disappointed that he's unconscious for this.
I mean, she's very hot, but why is it always succubi?
Alright.
Why would it not be?
My minor actions? No. End of her turn.
Succubi are all about the excess.
This is true, I guess. Yeah.
Cultist Chanter is going to try and come blast Masika. Wisdom save, please.
Now you come, jerk.
You pass. You take no damage.
Man.
Karin, you'll go.
Okay. Divine power. As a minor action, I will activate Preserve Life and dump 20. Let's see, that's 27 hit points into cast.
Yay. Well,
Alright, Cass, you awaken and you can see the mostly nude form of a curvy, plump succubus standing over you now. You've clearly died and gone to come heaven.
Okay, that was my minor action. And since they're all passion and psychic and shit, I can't really do much about that. But what I can, like a Dugon, I can mass cure wounds.
that would be
Those
pretty
are-
sexy.
It would allow all of us to heal up a bit. So literally everyone within fucking range that wants to heal can spend 1 vitality.
Hell yeah.
Back up to full.
All rise, motherfucker.
Some pies, motherfucker.
Yeah. That's what I got.
Okay.
I'm standing up, so you know.
Yep. End of your turn. Let's Squints blasts Cass again.
Do I get an
What
uppy for
keywords
that
for
one?
that?
Yeah, you can do an option for that.
And before this is the one I
Yeah.
fucking pass. Yep.
It is? Wow.
Damn it! That is a hit. Masika, you'll go.
Yeah, well, 2 more attacks, I guess. I am going to scoot right here to get the other one of my Defender Aura.
That stinking Wookie Noodle.
14 hitter?
Nope.
Okay. Well. Anai, all you.
Yeah, end of your turn, Masika. Let us... Oh, I mean, I can't resist trying to dump a fucking evocative evocation on the
I mean, it's a
foursome
lot
here.
of people down there, yeah. Ooh.
Wisdom save, please, for Maevh, Ralu, Karin, and Loam. She will take that
Wisdom.
damage. And hey, as you hit her, Masika,
Uh-huh.
You take 6 psychic damage.
Whatever.
Okay, so let's see. Can I be affected by the stun thingy?
No, but you can still take the damage.
Oh. Right. Well, good thing I had that single fucking point, so...
That's pretty worth it.
Yeah.
I'm taking sandstorm damage, boy.
Alright, well, I don't know there's an aura exists there because the auras do not appear in our world exactly, so I'm going to step in. Let's see how you like it. And I'm going to cast Climatic Caress.
Alright. She presents an asshole to you. Go ahead, give it your fucking best shot.
Well, okay.
I will.
Fuck! I knew it! I knew it was coming! I knew it was gonna be a fucking crit. Yeah, accidentally the hand goes in.
Alright,
Just
she's knocked prone as
slopes right
well.
on in there.
Slips in. She just
On the
fists her.
ground.
Fuck!
Be prone.
God damn it!
Get the prone, bitch.
See, this could be a lot better. Just give up now. Give up dreams of world domination. Could be a lot more fun.
Fuck you, no.
Well, no, I'm fucking you right here, see?
Hand is in the ass.
If you don't take that out, it's
You
gonna be
are
like
the
a
button.
cigar cutter, bitch.
You are the bottom.
Ugh.
Does days end on the end of my turn? When does my days end?
Well, did you get dazed by what?
Until the
Ah.
end of...
It didn't say.
It's as per climactic.
So at the end of the caster's next turn.
Yeah, end of her next turn.
Okay. Well, that's unfortunate.
Yes, it is, isn't it? Just.
And here I thought you'd enjoy being fisted by a pretty girl.
I would. I'd prefer it more though if you were all wearing our robes.
Unfortunate, no.
Ralu?
You can try and
I'm
make
just
me,
thinking
though.
whether I want a legendary before Ralu takes a turn.
Huh?
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna do another now you come jerk on Masika.
Okay. Finally, okay.
Alright. You are struck with the mark of passion. You have disadvantage on all of your attacks against her. DC 17 charisma save ends.
Oh, should I
DM,
take
what
6 from the...
keywords?
Yes. Pardon, sorry, Hedrah.
For your now you come jerk, what keywords are in that range 20?
Psychic.
Psychotic. Okay.
Just psychic. Alright, yeah, you have the mark of passion on you. Let's go with the funny little heart. Alright, Ralu, your go.
Okay. I True Grit again. I cast Rune of Stone's Endurance. Give me additional... I can't do that right now, so for now, just 2 Lost Slivers. I'll re-roll the last one. The last one was actually good damage. So 14 damage on that guy. Do I miss with a 14? The first attack?
Yep.
Okay. That's my turn.
Okay. End of your turn. Let's blast Khassid and try and get a disadvantage working on him.
Okay.
Come, damn you.
I've come so many times.
You said you can last forever.
You can do more.
Oh no, you're dry. You are drying up.
Everyone can always come more, don't
Alright,
you worry about
that
it.
one is the save for all. So, NBD.
Alright, was I dazed? I don't think I was.
I think you passed the last two, so I think you're good.
You are not.
Yeah, you're good.
You have
Okay.
not been hit by an attack that dazes you.
Excellent.
Also, these don't even daze anyway. They do slowly.
The one that knocked you unconscious, I think, was another whipping, if I remember rightly.
That sounds about right. Alright. Well, then, has she shown any resistance to psychic? I mean, clearly not after what Anai did to her.
She has not shown any resistance to psychic.
Okay, then, yeah, just, climactic wrestle too.
I should have known this would just be a battle of the orgasms.
You started it. I was
No,
just
I
gonna hit her
didn't.
with the saxophone.
I did not start it, okay?
You actually did this time.
Look, this is like a response, really, to prior war aggressions, you see. This is reparations. Come reparations.
All right,
Ow!
you keep that in mind when over winter I create like a 4th level version of this stuff.
Okay. And then, since I'm not dazed, I'm gonna use my minor action to disengage. Because Maevh told me to get
Sure.
away from this bitch, so I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, because when you hit her, you take damage. Enjoy your 6 psychic.
Ow.
Loam.
If I may recommend, shift over here.
Sure.
Otherwise, you're gonna keep getting blasted with her AOE.
Good point.
Did you save against that? Were you one of the people who... Oh, you did roll and you did not save. So you should also be dazed. A reminder, you do not have
Which
a
one?
minor action. You do not have a minor action.
Which effect? I did roll a save. Which one was that?
You got a 16, which is not enough. So
Oh.
you took 25.
Oh, 17.
You took 25 psychic damage, and you are dazed.
So that means no minor action. Okay, so
You were
no.
given one of Karin's special fancy shields, though. So 25 became 12 damage as it was halved.
Eh.
Can let cast.
So you still have your full hit points and 1 resilience points.
Yes. You still have 1 temporary hit point left on you, and you are otherwise at full health, so you are okay.
Oh.
Thanks to DR. Devresi.
So no minor. Okay, so just cha-cha.
Hit.
Oh, jeez.
15. 14 is enough. This guy dies much less viscerally than the first one, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Never beating the Master Swordsman allegations.
If you want to finish any movement while you're doing that, end of your turn, let's
Not really
do
necessary.
another El Blasto. Anai,
Okay. Let's see
commence
here.
nut.
Wisdom. I shall not.
What the fuck?
I told
Maevh's
you.
go.
I decide when I come, not you.
Yeah, it says a lady who wears a cage. Alright, Maevh is... yeah, it's gonna just move in over here real quick, which puts us in range to use a close burst ability. And since it's close burst, it does not provoke an attack of opportunity. Suck upon this at level 3.
Okay.
Now comes the Divine Fear.
Wisdom shave.
DC 18. Damn it.
Unfortunately, she had disadvantage because it's Maevh.
That's true.
So
It's
she
still-
fails.
Oh, you're right, it's failed, yeah.
It's boosted by sorcerer, yeah.
Yep.
And Maevh will just move out of the aura. Go over here.
Yep. Oh, yeah, she does take 6 psychic for it.
Alright, fair enough.
Yeah, making an attack in that aura
Yep.
triggers the effect.
That's fine. And as a minor action, I believe she's going to chug the potion.
Clever. Alrighty, then. End of Maevh's turn. I said come, Fox, damn it.
Let's see here. I'm going to use my inspiration. Okay. Alright, you finally got me.
Alright.
15 to hit.
15 is a hit.
I'll take the 6.
And yeah, and you take 6. Anai, you take 17.
I did.
You also have the Mark of Passion on you. Alright, got her on the ropes. This gem beast, the remaining gem beast, is going to try and make Maevh sit down because for some reason the boss is scared of her.
Is my thing? No, it doesn't take a reaction. I can swing at it.
Yeah, your guardian thing doesn't
I can
require
swing
reactions,
all day.
as long as it's one of the guardian versions of it.
That
Yeah.
will hit Maevh. She will use Divine or Vital Aegis on herself.
Sure. She is knocked prone and then kicked in the dick with a 21 to hit her. She is dazed.
It's 10. She's a 6-point shield. And she takes...
Yeah, take it out, have a disadvantage to attack while you're guarding on her.
Yeah, they do actually.
Then that's a 13.
Then it is a 13 as they balance out. So no, only the first one hit you then. Never mind the
Nice.
daze. Unfortunate indeed. And then yeah, she took 15, 18 damage for that. Not a great trade, buddy. End of his turn, and so that I can use the last one before it is too late. I will try to blast a Brienne with the disadvantaging of the Mark of Passion. Now you come, jerk. Oh, darn it. Ah, damn you. Embarrassing.
I don't think 12 hits.
12 does not hit, no. Whew, that is 3 people.
It's not as embarrassing as you let it be.
Cultist Chanter, let us try and drop an eye. Fuck.
How about some
27 hits you
damage?
for 22.
Oh,
Let's see here.
at the start of her turn, she takes
Who's this
15
on?
thunder damage.
She does take 15.
This will be
thunder
on
damage,
me.
correct.
Let's see here.
I
If
hear
the
you
fate
like
is
Vital
not-
Aegis.
19 to hit.
Yes, I would like Vital Aegis. So how does Vital Aegis do? Does it do the healing before the damage, or?
The healing and the damage resistance trigger after.
Okay, so I will go down, and then I'll
Yeah, you
get up
skip
with
right back
Vital
up again.
Aegis.
They're never
Okay,
gonna keep
so
you
let's
down.
see.
Here's the thing though. At higher level, you can choose to sacrifice and allow additional hit point equal to your vitality.
Okay, so then
If
are you
you're
casting
casting
at
it
higher
at
level?
4th,
As if I cast it at 4th level, you will
did
get
you
your
cast it
shit.
at 4th then?
Yes, I'm casting it at 4th level, which allows you to spend your regular vitality to heal up.
Okay.
You can spend an extra vitality to get damage reduction, which is twice your basic proficiency bonus.
Okay,
And I will
so
spend, and I will sacrifice 1 vitality to give you an extra 13 hit points.
okay, so I will get 24 hit points then, and DR 6. Yeah, DR 6.
Slick.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I am very slick. She just made me come.
True.
Yeah.
Alright, her turn ends. Her Legos are refilled. This gem beast is deceased. Brienne! Fucking hit her with the lethal lance to cancel out the disadvantage you have. And hit with the 23, holy shit. 29 slashing encounter. And then she takes 6. Not that that is especially a big deal. And then a wisdom save to try and ditch this Mark of Passion. Does not. End of her turn. Excess cultist. It would be really nice if you had a fucking parachute, but you do not. So you're going to go down fucking a swinging. Masika.
Okay. That hits.
18.
Did you
Still not quite down. I could parry.
You could.
I will.
But do you?
I do.
Okay. Karin, your guy.
It's bear time. I see people needing a lot of health here. How about fuck you fix that? By the power of healing and shit. So I will first and foremost blast with Mask Cure Wounds should be a good one.
Sure. Does that take you down to your last third level
No,
spell?
I still
You
have-
did a Divine Inspo, didn't you?
That was yesterday.
Oh, that
Yeah,
was
she did it last
yeah,
night, yeah.
quote unquote last night. You're right, correct. Never mind.
Yeah, that lasts one. And then so I have one spell. Yeah, so everyone who is hurt can spend one vitality and gain their hit points back that way.
Okay. Does it incur any bonuses, or is it just the one vitality?
It's one bit.
Okay.
We spend of it, or
We spend a bit.
okay,
Mhm.
just making sure.
Alright.
And let's see, how much did that get you up, pets?
That much.
That is cool, yeah? So let's, I'm gonna fucking give myself some kind of back too. So, and, we're gonna tap that down. And what's your name? Let's get you some more hit points. How about that? You like hit points, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so minor action, channel divinity, take 27.
It's so hard to kill, you bastards.
I mean, hey, you knocked
Yeah.
Cass down, you knocked me down.
It's
before
true,
Rylo's
actually. I have
brought me
gotten a
back
lot
up.
of.
Yeah.
I've
Yeah,
actually
you
knocked
did-
more people to 0 for fucking once.
Like, you have done so many hundreds of hit points of damage. I mean,
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I have.
constantly negating this entire turn. Like, it's a lot
Yeah.
of fucking work.
Yeah, you're right. But also, it's close to the difficulty I want it at, then at least.
No, I mean,
Yeah,
I feel like it's, you shouldn't complain too much about not downing the
Oh yeah,
barbarian.
no, like, yeah, I'm not surprised about I don't down the barbarian or the fighter. But like, holy shit, I was so close. If I just like hit you a little bit fucking harder. All right, end
you-
of
you have
Karin's
down-
turn.
2 people in the party. Admittedly, the squishiest one, but still 2 people.
Fuck. Thorn Whip Massacre again. I've got to fucking just
Yeah, that
try
hits.
and I'm trying to fucking dominate you at this point.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Her not getting one crit is kind of a shame. I really did want to dominate you
You're
guys.
really close.
I
You're
know, I've
really
come close a number of times, but I haven't gotten there.
I'm gonna re-rage.
Sure. We see you shrink down and then grow again, like the Mario animation for like getting hit and immediately touching a mushroom. Bloop, 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 bloop. Bird up.
There we go. I don't think 13
Miss.
hits. Another 13.
Miss.
Ah,
Alright, and a wisdom save at the end of your turn, please.
That's right. I think it's
actually.
Charisma save even.
It is charisma.
Charisma
yeah.
even, yes. Fail, and then she whips at you again. Oh, so close! So
1 point higher, and you
fucking-
would get it.
Fucking...
wait, I can,
I know.
what's the name? Negate, if you that guidance. Oh wait, no,
No,
I'll save my.
No, you
What?
cannot. You cannot do this. It's an attack roll. Anai.
This is your last chance, you know. Give up now. Do a bit of repenting. You can have more
Finish
fun in the
me.
world.
I go to the true gods.
You won't, because we're going to Soulstone you afterward.
Meh, meh, meh. You can have a slice of me.
Oh no.
I hope it keeps you warm at night.
It sure will. I'll make sure of it. And then I'm going to Misty Step back because that whip is kind of actually dangerous and will down me again. Actually, no, we're going to Climatic Caress first so that we can try and stun her again.
Okey-doke.
Let's see here. Let's do this at 3rd level. Why not? Let's see here. Anybody got an inspiration to go around?
Nope.
Yeah, everyone should have one. So
Yeah, take mine.
ask me.
Okay.
I will do that again. I miss.
The dice say no.
Yeah, I should have just gone out and did the magic missile, but I will still Misty Step away out to here. And then a charisma save at the end of my turn. No. Bad turn for me. Bad turn.
So did I.
Okay. Rough times. Double missed. Enemy turn. I have one little casto. Loam, you can have some now. You come, Jack.
For
Why
the
would you do
lowest
this to
damage you've
me?
rolled this
Yeah,
session.
worst I've done. To try and put disadvantage on you. Alright, you take 11 damage, and you have a mark
Ooh.
of passion put upon you.
The first time
Quick
we've
fail for me.
seen Loam's O face.
Those thighs clap together noisily. Ralu.
Alright. This thing is ignoring Ralu, which is distressing, but the quicker she can kill it, the quicker she can kill the other bitch, and the quicker she can kill the other bitch, the quicker Ralu can tongue bath her husband clean, so I'm deadly striking. Does a 14... I'm not going to
Nope.
re-roll an 11.
Both misses.
Yeah, that's fine.
Cass,
and
you're
I'm going to... no, I'm not going to shift one.
Okay.
Wait, no, there's no reason I don't know about this. I'm going to shift one.
Khassid.
Okay. Gonna come on up here. And I am gonna fucking throw a shuriken at this bitch, because I don't want to go in there. I've been hurt enough, thank you. Or chromatic orb.
You're out of time.
Yeah, clearly I should chromatic orb, you're right. Anything else is cowardice. Chromatic orb.
Yeah, that's a hit.
Pretty good.
20 damage.
Can't really complain.
You can, it would just fall on deaf ears.
I'll go back and continue hiding behind this pillar.
You can't hide, you can smell the cum on you. Loam.
I didn't like that very much.
Wrong, you enjoyed it, you loved it.
I'm gonna pull out my gun and shoot at her.
Fair. Hit.
Well, I guess I didn't quarry her, actually, so...
You did not.
Still pretty decent.
15 and 1, and 14 and 1.
Nearly killed. Oh, Maevh. Your moment.
Alright, well, I mean...
You can grab there and stab her.
Yeah, we gotta go in. Go with that sympathy. Hit me, bear, if you want. Or whatever the fuck this creature is.
Lizard.
20 hits.
That does hit. That's
Ooh.
unfortunate.
Does that stop her from getting in there? Because she has to get from being prone.
Yeah, that will, except
You
for
get
she
to there
wild
and
shifts.
drop, and then, yeah.
And I'll get her the rest of the way. Only just.
Did it take its damage from me?
Should just get her there, so mark off an or a bit. Not off Cass, off Maevh. And then, yeah, it's time to go ham on this bitch. We are going to do a renewing strike at her, and then we will smite the shit out of her after we clearly hit, because we could never miss. Yep, 21, thankfully.
21.
Yep, and
Okay.
then smite, smite, smite. Does Thunder Smite have a higher level version? It does. It does not help. Alright, restoring smite. Oh, only 9.
It's fine. You killed her with the initial hit, and then the fire strikes her for real. And then, yeah, you watch as she's got, like, this spear sympathy dug into the demon, and she fucking grabs at it second hand and yanks her down to the ground before snarling something angrily into this creature's ear. The succubus has the time to look baffled at whatever is, like, oathed into her ear before becoming quite abruptly deceased. And suddenly there is just the gem beast. It attempts to eat Ralu and is probably about to get destroyed, but, you know, go down fucking swinging, baby. Kick her in the dick.
It does.
24 and 20. Yep.
24
Okay.
and then a 24, because you were not burned by the hit. Boom!
Yeah.
Thump! Right in the jewels.
Masika, if you want to spend 1 vitality, you may do so.
Okay. Let me do
Cool.
my, slashing and then bludgeoning, you say?
Mm.
I have resistance to slashing right now, so that's...
You had 10 HP that gave you DR5 to all of it, didn't it?
Yes, but the thing is, I'm also normally just DR'd against bludgeoning. Does DR stack?
No.
Or does the higher
The highest
one...
value is what you use.
Okay. Because I have DR5 against bludgeoning. Alright.
Karin, can you take this last little fuckface to the hoop?
Well, is the bitch dead?
Yeah, she dead.
Yeah.
The bitch is dead.
Bitch has been killed. Well, I was gonna rip her soul out.
Yeah, do it.
But,
We can take care of that guy. I have magic missile ready.
yeah, Masika
I
just
might be able
next.
to do
She's
it.
just
Yeah.
Masika just puts in a smash and face it. Yeah, I'm just big old bear paw just rip the secret from your flesh.
Alright, you soul stoner. What's happening? Masika. There's just one last Greebly.
Stomp, 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 stomp.
Masika, smash!
Do I still have disadvantage, or did that go away when she died?
No, it was, and the disadvantage was only on her in the first place.
Yeah. Oh, right.
Shoryuken!
15.
15.
Is 15 enough, or... That's a miss? Okay, well, reckless.
Okay. Hit. Killed.
Yeah.
Okay. Soulstone powers.
Is combat over then, or are we going to do phase 2?
Combat is over. That was phase 2.
Oh, okay.
You killed 448 hit points of boss.
Oh,
Hooray.
man. Why do the hot bitches gotta be evil?
I don't know. I'm not evil, and I'm a hot bitch.
No, you're
I
just a
don't
bad bitch.
That's true. I'm going to search her for a spell book or anything like that.
Oh,
I
yeah.
want to see if she had those.
Yep. Before Cass can do that, it gets picked up by a Ralu.
Oh. Hi. You okay? It looked like it hurt.
I'm fine now.
What?
No sense in letting that go to waste.
Whoa.
She's just gonna rip off his skirt.
Beep.
She's gonna clean him up.
So, did you see what was going on with Maevh a minute ago?
She looks to have calmed down now and is picking through this altar.
You good there? You get it out of your system?
I suspect she was really
Yes.
mad at the person that kidnapped you.
Yes, I got it out of my system.
Okay.
Sorry I kind of lost my cool, but also don't you dare put her in a sex toy. That bitch would enjoy it. She deserves nothing but suffering.
Yeah, you should make
We'll
it like
see
a
what the
book stand or something that doesn't ever get touched.
we'll see what
Agreed.
the Soulstone does and decide from there.
I thought I was seeing double. I thought I was seeing double for a minute.
You know what would be hilarious? Just capture her entire soul, and then suggest she's conscious and sentient that can feel the crystal, but then you put her in a sensory-depriving tank.
I make no promises about not putting her in a butt plug. I still want to do that.
No, do
Sensory
not.
deprivation tank. That was the name.
It'd probably be cursed.
Double
So,
Maevh.
Once Bravo's done, Cat's gonna sprink over to mine. Like, what's up?
Nothing now. I'm fine, honey. Promise.
I mean, I know you're fine now, but that... Like... Cass will look at the sort of melting, sucky corpse. Are you sure?
Well... She's gonna hop down from the altar where she was picking around and scoop you up into a squeezy hug.
What? Oh, I love you too.
Love you too. And she will whisper something into your ear. There you go.
Oh my god. And Cass is just gonna wrap arms and legs around Maevh and just squeeze tight. It's okay. I'm here now. Not going anywhere.
I know. I know.
Ralu doesn't really know what's going on, so she'll just pat Maevh's ears from behind.
Yeah, you get dragged into a hug too. There you go. The effects.
I'd love that for just my armor, just stacking more resistances in my armor.
Yeah, TBH. However, Cass is not in any way, shape, or form going to support Anai on this, but Anai is correct. This would be a hilarious butt plug of fucking...
It would be very funny to do.
Yeah. Maevh's argument is that she doesn't want this person's soul shard in any kind of way put in something that would derive pleasure. She thinks it should be put in the most boring fucking thing you can imagine.
I mean, if we put it in Ralu's armor, she's just going to spend... That shard's going to spend the rest of its life getting hammered on.
Yeah, but
I
how
mean,
often
It's
do you
also
get
going
to
to spend it pressed against your tits.
Yeah, but how often do
that's
you make
true.
a succubus butt plug? Think about it.
Alright, but what if
Not
we
often,
put it
but-
in Karin's implement? Because Karin doesn't do anything sexy with her spells. It is just a workhorse.
Indeed.
How often is she going to make a creature
I don't
Fail
care.
force a save, though?
That's
You know, you
almost
could just
better
put-
that she doesn't ever use
That's
the
true.
property. It is just going
mean-
to waste. She doesn't get to do anything.
I mean, if we're going to go if we're going to go the implement route, like I do 4 saves all the time and would get very much use out of that.
What if
That
she was
is
willing
true.
to
Yeah,
listen
honestly-
and it's intelligent?
Honestly, yes. Putting the implement power on your implement and you hit multiple people with a flame burst, suddenly all of them getting disadvantage is an amazing controller shift.
Okay, you know what?
Yeah.
I'm in favor of this. Do you have room on your
Yeah.
implement? What are you using these days?
Yes.
Okay, then yeah.
I use the Staff of the War Staff.
Hell
I
yeah.
can post it here. Let's see here.
It's like,
Yeah, it's currently very rare.
Okay,
Also,
yeah, we can
maybe
legendary that.
Indeed,
Fuck yeah.
you can indeed legendary that to make everyone get disadvantaged and get a little bit spicy under the collar when you blast them with your spells.
Also, was this person like an aberration in a skin suit?
Roll me an Arcana test.
Okay.
Also, does she
I'll be
have
happy
a
to card-
spellbook on her?
Yeah, does she have a spellbook somewhere?
Not on her,
Damn.
but
this
there is a ship you can
Anai,
greyhawk.
can you make an Arcana test for me, please?
Yes, I can look into seeing about what she is and everything like that. I'm going to do some close examination.
No, none of you. You all get 12s. Congratulations.
Alright.
None of you know what the fuck. It looks like a fucking succubus, and it is decaying even as the moment passes until she's gone.
Fine.
Look,
I'm just going
it's
to.
a fucking succubus. I'm afraid, guys. It's
Well,
gone.
I'm going.
Bye.
Well, I'm going. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh well.
Cass gonna go
I'm-
greyhawk the ship.
I'll be happy to put her into my staff. I'm a bit saddened that I don't get to the funny idea of putting and making a succubus bug dog.
No,
Look, I
seriously, fuck
really
that bitch. She doesn't
appreciate-
deserve anything nice.
Yeah, no. I really appreciate you not doing that.
Hey, how about
What do
we
you-
skin some dragon gems fuckers here?
These
It's
guys
convenient.
were not as valuable when they perished. You were the ones you got most of your cash was from those greater gem monstrosities. The gem beasts were the soldiery ones. They didn't have much going on them.
Fine,
Yeah,
fine.
but-
They ran out of their good dudes.
Fine,
What do you
fine.
need
I'm
me to-
and everything like that. But next time we
But
come
they can
across
be
one of
used for
these,
regents.
Okay. Next. What do you need me to carry for repairing our ship, Cass?
Actually, we have plenty of materials still on the ship. We
Do
don't
we?
actually need anything.
The ship has enough vitality, air quotes, to get it to full again without using all that, but it is definitely going to be running on, like, raw function at that point.
If we can take this ship with us, then we can sell it, and if we need repair parts in the field, we can just cannibalize it. But right now, we're both in good shape. Or, we'll be in good shape when I'm done fixing up the old workhorse.
Very well. I suppose we'll have
Needs
Loam
survival.
pilot the second one.
Masika be good at sewing and good at gutting.
Yeah, my survival's one higher than Loam's.
It's pretty spicy. Okay.
Yeah.
We're able to recover. Enjoy.
Nice.
I'll put that in part of it.
Unfortunately, the third body is
Yeah, no, it's just-
unsalvageable.
Yeah, no. That's like, nah. I didn't expect anything from that. Like,
yeah, no.
There's a nice red splatter zone like all this way.
It's kind of like it's
viscera.
kind of purpley. It's like you hit an illuminate and it fucking went explode.
yeah, it's like the fucking purple ketchup from the 90s.
Oh, purple ketchup. That stuff was fucking weird because you could taste the coloring, which you're not used to tasting in things.
We couldn't afford it, so I never had it.
It
We had
was
it up
not worth it.
Oh no, we had it here for a week and then it got bad.
Well, yeah, it's because it was just fucking loaded with colorings that only made it worse. No one really wanted it.
Oh no, it's just the fact that it was so goddamn unhealthy. The Swedish government banned any and all import and ordered the destruction of all of the existing.
Just ordered the destruction of Heinz completely. They never recovered.
Yeah, all
The destruction
they
of
ordered the-
Heinz, no baked beans for you.
No, but
Tragic.
any of the, because it was considered so fucking so high up on the carcinogenic list, it was close to smoking. According to them, at least.
I will assist Cass on investigation. Unless you have a lower than a 6.
Investigation. Mine is a 5, so I will assist you.
I have
well.
a 7.
Good thing you did.
Alright. You could do a separate one if you want, Anai.
Yes, Maevh
It's a
can come
large
over and
ship.
assist you.
Like there's honestly like plenty of ship here. So yeah, two groups working from end to end is probably feasible. So yeah, give me a separate one. Maevh will help you. Yeah.
Loot the captain's quarters.
24.
There we go.
Okay. All right then. So you uncover.
Come on, spellbook. Show me that spellbook.
Huh. I just realized these would have a notary on them. The first thing you find is 2 banknotes good for 2,000 gold, but that would have a name on it. They're banknotes.
Oh, good.
Oh.
Shit. Okay. Yeah.
Indictment. Let's go.
These banknotes are in the name of Kerval Elpam.
Oh no.
Is that a name I might recognize in any sort of fashion?
Yeah, you recognized Elpam before.
Oh, right, they're the House Elpam.
Kerval Elpam is the eldest son of the family.
So when you say these are banknotes of them, like they're written to Carvel there, or they're written from Carvel?
They are access to his account. So this would be paid out of Kerval Elpam's account. It's
So
basically
from
a check.
him to a different person. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, he could use his own banknotes. Like it's a promissory note.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get a sense of like whether like is
Yeah,
paying out to him or being paid from.
It is a
paid from.
2,000. It is a 2,000 gold check out of his account.
Yeah, so paid from. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Paid from 2 cultists.
Yeah, it just says, to suck your cultist. P.S. Thanks for the sweet beach.
Are they actually blank on the 2 part of it, or do they actually have a name there?
No, it says 2,000.
It says 2,000. Yeah, the amount value has been put in. It's countersigned by the bank, but there is no receivant name. Anyone could use these banknotes.
Okay.
So you could, in fact, take 2,000 gold out of Kerval Elpam's bank and fuck him for that.
Yeah, that's sounds like a good fucking thing to do, and then just fuck you,
Yes. I
cultist
personally
supporting
shouldn't.
asshole.
I personally shouldn't, and then you look down, and they are already in Cass's hands.
Yeah,
Money.
that's what I was going to suggest there, is that I personally shouldn't, because then that might be seen.
Yeah,
Uh,
you have a named bank account for sure.
Yeah, as between 2 very big families. That said, if one of you does it, well, less likely to have any ramifications.
Maybe you should be Loam then. I mean, my family's not as rich as yours, but we do, like, own a business and do business all over.
I'm literally named. Don't have a family name, so hello.
I mean, that's
question is-
true,
I mean, you could just
but
make them out to cash.
The real question is,
These are banknotes. You could just make a cash withdrawal with them.
do you even...
Also true.
I don't mean to sound rude, this Karin, I really don't, but do you have a bank account down here in the south, or...
Oh yeah, I opened the open one.
Okay,
Yeah,
good.
she runs a business out, charitable business, and has taxes and stuff.
Right.
Yeah, all of you have bank accounts because you had to. You've like invested in the stock market.
Yep.
We ended up with so much money, Ralu didn't want to carry it around, so she has adventuring money, but she's not actually carrying around 2,000 GP right now. And that's not even counting the fact that we haven't split up all the money in the party loot.
The balls.
Yeah, a lot of that is just we recently got.
Yeah.
No, but we still
Please
have
do air
6,500 GP in 522 platinum in party
Yes.
loot.
quotes.
A spellbook. Give it here. I want to see this. Let's look
I
at
was
this.
gonna say this. Don't forget. We have a lot of pearls to liquidate.
flavorings, pure LSD. I get the joke.
Thank you, thank you.
Oh, you have no idea how much I've been jonesing for a
I
new
feel like I
spellbook.
should know the reference, but I don't.
It's from Futurama when Bender becomes a chef, and then he wins the
Ah, okay.
competition, and it turns out he had just spiked his meals with LSD
Amazing.
because his robot, the instructor that instructed him, told him to go ahead and take this bottle of pure flavor.
Finally, a spellbook. It's so nice to see one of these in the wild and everything like that. We go against so many things, but have not found many of these.
Did you open it? You open it, it has like a single cantrip because she was a fucking sorcerer and was being like, suck it.
The episode was a 30% Iron Chef.
Yeah, that's right. I have seen that one at least once.
I've seen every
You can tell
episode of
when Skyrim
Futurama
is because
several
suddenly
times.
silence the call.
Yeah.
It's because I'm
Sounds right.
typing.
I
Yeah,
know.
she's typing
She's
up stuff.
typing.
Let's see here. So, do I have enchant armor?
Catnap. Catnap or catnip?
I have locked.
Catnap.
Catnap.
That's the spell.
I don't have
Oh, okay.
Simulant, so that's good. I can get 2 spells from that. Catnap, Curse of Darkness. I need both of those.
Curse of Darkness, that's brutal.
Yes. Arcane Mirage. You need that one. Bridge of Shadows. I can learn that too. Good. Here.
Where's your cum spells, bitch?
Where is that spell in there? Probably was a natural thing to her to give me a succubus now that I think about it.
No, it wasn't. She fucking stole that from me. I published a fucking paper about that 3
That must
years
be it.
ago. And I never got a
Alright,
reply from anybody I sent it
Wait,
to.
wait. Here. Hold on, Cass. Hold on. Here, come here. Look at this with me and...
Oh.
There you go. 27. I believe this might be it.
Okay, this. You know what? 1 sec. I'm gonna actually put it in the handout so they can be properly formatted for you.
Good, because it's going to be added to my spellbook. I'm going to add it in.
Yeah, same.
Just imagine if this isn't the spell.
I mean, it
That's
would be
okay,
exactly that
that's
spell
true.
because, yeah.
Let's see. I won't be able to use any of those 3rd level spells for forever.
It's so nice to have spells to add to my list.
I'm happy for you. So I really want to see just like the name of the spell just has like a bit of white out on the top where Cass's name used to be. Literally just stole it.
Oh, Curse of Darkness is a brutal spell. What the hell?
It's fucking
Yeah, it is.
crazy.
Yeah, it is really good.
You just have to make a target fail 3 times and make them permanently blind.
It is divine though, so I can't use it.
No, it's arcane.
No, it's arcane.
Divine spells, 2nd circle, Curse of Darkness. I'm looking at
It
it right
can
now.
also be in
It's
the
also
arcane.
in the
though.
arcane page.
Oh.
Some spells are in multiple lists, or even all 3.
Did you actually spell in all 3? It spells in all 3.
I don't know. There's probably one.
I don't think there is.
Yes, probably one. I am going to also put Curse of Darkness in my... Remember, as long as we have the spellbook, you don't have to spend money or time adding it to your own book. We can just have this on the show.
This is true, but if I put it in my book, then I just have everything in one book and don't have to juggle 2.
Sure. That's fine. Cass is happy to just keep the physical copy. Because he's cheap and lazy.
Yeah, I mean, like, I kind of have to if I ever like want to change out spells or whatever.
No, that's what I mean. You just have the books.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, this isn't like D&D where you can only prepare spells out of your own spell book. You can, as long as you have a spell book with it. Like, Cass can just come over to Anai's room and like, I really want to prepare Magic Missile today. And just copy it out of your book.
I still probably should put it in my big spell book, but having both would be nice.
Yeah, I mean, as a wizard, I can totally get it being like a pride thing to have as many spells as possible in your grimoire.
It'd be hilarious to make a fucking spellbook specializing wizard that gets stronger the more spellbooks they have.
Yeah. I mean, I feel it's kind of a awkward thing to try and implement.
Yeah, bottom of known rituals and circles is also just a spell. This was
4th
not a
level?
ritual.
Hell yeah!
Cast waggles fingers. It has my name still on it! You bitch!
Actually, how does
It looks like
okay.
someone has not only used your homework, but has used it as like a functioning example of how this thing should do. Like it is clearly someone has taken the idea of your spell and gone, yeah, but what if I kept adding crazy shit to it?
That said, I am going to add that to my list and actually probably will use that.
Well, at the very least, add Cass's name to the spell.
It's
already
already
there.
there!
It's already there.
It is literally called
just-
Khassid's Major Comfort.
She just scratched it out! You can still see
No,
it!
it's not. She hasn't scratched
even
out. It's
scratched
like
out.
it's actually there as a
She
mark
gave
of
you
honor.
credit.
Actually, there.
She actually accredited you for this.
Like it's a further line in your
Can I get a
like,
shrink?
division of spells.
Oh, you
If-
could do. Yes, sorry, I was on the.
If
different
it
screen.
makes you feel any
I
better,
understand.
she did get killed by your wife.
Scout, what action is it to cast that you do not have
Standard.
there?
There's a standard action to cast it, but it lasts for the encounter. Sorry, I should.
So it takes a standard action to cast it, and then a standard action to
a
sit on
standard
it.
action to ascend the throne, yes. But until then, you can use it as cover.
Okay. It feels really awkward to have to do two
It
standard
should
actions.
probably
to
be.
sit
It
on.
should probably be a minor action.
Yeah,
There you go.
or you can make it as a standard action, and as part of the spell, you can take a seat upon it.
Right, we'll go with the minor. I do want it to be an involved thing because that fucking it suddenly turns you into an aura 5 of
Into a
absolute
pillbox.
fury. Your touch attacks get the aura 5. That's the craziest part of that spell, if I'm honest.
I am definitely going to add that, and I'm going to find as many excuses to use it.
And yeah, that would be why her quote-unquote version of Khassid's climactic caresses actually was a ranged spell, is because it's just a bastardization of Khassid's Comfort, a spell she designed using your abilities. Congratulations. You
Very
have
good.
unwittingly co-authored. In fact, now that she's gone, hey look, you authored this.
Congrats, you've created a 4th level spell.
Fuck
You
yeah.
made
I need to
this
get on making
You
levels.
you did it, pats you on back.
I need to get on making spells.
It was all
Now that I think
me!
about it.
Cass says proudly, knowing full well that he's never going to cast more than 3rd level spells.
Yeah, you can't go over.
Yeah,
you
I
can't
was
even do a
about-
full circle yourself. It's so funny.
Yeah.
You know
I-
what?
like-
We'll just say you made it, and you had the idea for it, and I made it for you. How about that?
Yeah, okay, we can co-author it. That's cool.
Yeah.
So, the shard.
The Shard of Divinity. Yeah, when you bring that up, Maevh holds up what appears to be a broken dagger hilt.
So, are we giving it to Python or Aspen?
Python.
Yeah, we did
you
hear
say his
Python
name,
was-
and then hear from behind you, well, that's very sweet of you, Karin. Thank you. And he
Yeah,
steps
you
out from
know,
behind behind like a flappy part of your robes, dusting himself off.
Bear turns around. Car in.
No, you see, I was driving. I was riding around in the shadow. It was a pun. Whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, I
you're on.
would supremely appreciate this juice. Absolutely. I am exhausted.
Yeah, so
Well, that-
very well then.
By the way, watching these fights has been hilarious. Like, obviously, terrible tragedies have come along in its wake, but very fucking funny.
I'm
Like,
glad you
Okay,
approve.
Okay, it's almost that one time, almost like funny at that one time in the chivalries.
That one time in the chivalries. Yeah, that was a spectacular showing. And yeah, Python will pluck up the dagger hilt to turn it over in his hand. Oh, yeah. Oh, this. It's used to kill a black dragon.
Wow. Wagon.
Mm-hmm. Flips the hilt and, like, obviously it is just a handle. It's got like basically no balance at all to it, with no blade there. But he's still dancing it across his fingers and then rolls it back. Mm-hmm. Guy turned his own soul to ashes just so that he could wield it for one good heckin' stab after he burned down a village that had his wife in it, and it killed like basically an oasis full of dudes.
How?
Real dickhead.
So it sounds.
So yeah, he, you know, shit, I don't remember who he worshipped. I think he was a Whaler Knight, although that might just be me generalizing. He kind of gets a lot of the Vengeance people, real big Whaling fans. You notice that? It's always, yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's because people
They always
like,
think of themselves as oncoming storms.
yeah, definitely. They got that vibe. A man on a
So-
mission is just a storm coming for death.
And one of the
How
only
does-
two gods the Oasis worshipped, other than the Golden Mother, was Waylon, yes.
How does divinity attach itself to something like that? If it was a worshipper of Waylon and he burned out his soul to do it,
Well, Wayland crafted the dagger for him, but in order to wield the dagger, you think more like a spell. Like, the reagent casting requirement was a soul. Guy had to burn himself just to wield this dagger full of Wayland juice. Of course, it's mostly gone now, but there is still a spark left in it. And
And
then
that's,
he'll flips the hilt into
well,
the
that's
air
it.
and then catches it in his mouth and gulps.
Huh.
I figured he like unscrewed the bottom there and then just shut the.
Just shotgun the
Shove some
tank.
literal juice.
Yeah, it was like it's a metaphysical liquid, so slurp.
Yeah, no, he just literally just chucks the hilt into the air and then eats it. Clearly, the boy had no gag reflex.
I mean, yeah, it's...
Why?
Python.
Why
Burnt.
would he?
Like
I've
a
never
banana down
actually
the
seen
way.
someone swallow a sword before.
What, with this body? I'm sure you've seen it all the time.
I mean, you've seen a lot
No,
of
she
people swallowing
hasn't.
a lot of things, but...
She also generally leaves when we have the orgies.
That is a fair point. Hey, look, it's not for everyone. I get it. I'm not going to yuck anyone's yums or yum anyone's yucks.
I mean, have you seen her yums? They're pretty fantastic.
Look, I'm not going to say that the gods find you guys incredibly interesting and think that the romantic subtext of Tiny Loam and Gigantic Ogre Dude aren't adorable, because it's clearly adorable.
Hmm.
I mean...
And you'll be
yeah,
relieved to
it
know
is.
that we generally think better of ourselves than to watch you guys pork. As much as you might go on about it and get involved in it, even me and Damso, we don't watch you guys have sex. had
That's
thousands-
honestly the
No one
surprising
damns that can
part.
be there.
We have had thousands
That
and
is
thousands
surprising.
and thousands of years to watch mortals have sex. Honestly,
It's pretty all mundane. I understand.
yeah. And again, it is a deep invasion of someone's privacy. Like, people speak unto the gods because they expect something. They don't speak unto the gods and be like, by the way, what you saw me doing last night, just fucking keep it shut. No, no one asks us kindly not to watch, because they don't think in all of their days and times that there is God just staring out of a window, rubbing their mitts together. I'm sick of it.
probably for the best, given that the time a god did watch, it ended up me being mocked and bringing in succubi to this world.
Yeah, like, look, it happens. It does happen
That
very
sounds-
rarely, but yeah, we don't watch you guys pork down.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds like something a monotheistic, like organized religion would do.
I mean, some people, like, I guess they'll get watched pork it down if they're doing it as a ritual. That's more like a druid's kind of thing. Tam probably still watches a lot of people fuck. But I don't know that
Probably
it
more as a
necessarily
makes
means
sense.
the
probably
same
more as a
thing to
duty
all of
than
them.
anything.
Anyway, how's that juice working for you?
Pretty good. It's like taking the finest of coffees. I'm like awake and alert again, which is nice. I'm able to extend my attention to more places than the finite realms in which I must concentrate. I must evoke my grandness. But now, I can reach out to the rest of the world, poke a little dice, flip a little coin, muddle with fate a bit again, which is always nice.
So what you're saying is it's time to go back to the casino.
You guys are plenty rich. I think if I help you, I'm going to get told off for, like, destabilizing an economy. And did you know, adventurers always destabilize economies? There are portions of the world that are still recovering from that, so no, I'm not going to help you that much.
Let's go gambling. Oh, dang it.
Aw, dang it, God doesn't actually love me that much. But no. Well, I guess that makes sense.
The other reason, basically, adventurers, why we have a ruby standard up in the north.
Right. So about this altar here, should we be destroying it so that they can't use it for any other things like this, or...
I mean, it's symbolic, it's just a rock, but to be fair, the thing that it's symbolic of is... greatly needed a serious amount of power. I think it would probably be a bad idea to destroy it, although it was attempted to be used for evil this time. Someone with a great need could come here and need to perform a ritual. You could destroy it if you don't feel safe about it, but I'm not going to give you advice on that kind of thing.
Alright.
I'm just gonna open up my wings and flap over to it, and then tap it with the scythe. Does it react the same way as the obsidian tower that it destroyed?
No, it does not react like that at all.
It
This
is
appears to be like quarried local stone. It has been turned into a square-placed altar. It's a meter high, covered in old ancient webs and cracks. Like, there is a very, very, very faint aura of magic about it, but it is, as Tythoon says, it's certainly symbolic of a great expenditure of power.
It
we
isn't
should leave it here,
intrinsically
then.
tied to great old ones. My scythe doesn't want to break it.
Tythoon spreads their hands. Alright, well, thank you all again for the lovely meal.
Yeah, our pleasure.
Thanks for keeping the hounds off us.
Oh, it's my pleasure. They're easier to handle the more time you put into it, which is coincidentally strange because of them and time and whatever. They move their hands offhandedly. Glances at Maevh. Maevh will just give him a nod. Python waves you. Alright. Peace out, nerds. And yeah, at some
Bye.
point you all blink. And Python is gone.
Oh, I'll miss that guy.
Python nods. Very sweet.
Wow. Well,
Such is the nature of the end of the world, and
Well,
I don't think the gods would really want you to hang on to those to study anyway.
I mean, if we do end up playing a pivotal role in saving the world, maybe you could just, like I said before, ask for one.
well, the next available shards is to our. I forgot the Sombro name.
Hagen.
Hagen.
Name. Other character, yeah. So that's available. We cannot get to would be Hagen because is a little bit, well, busy. Because of yeah, because Hagen himself has been quite busy and now has to adjust little for the Golden Mother.
His hands are a little fuller in use than usual, but like, you know, he's Hagen. He's great. He'll handle it, I'm sure.
What's the shrine made out of?
Stone.
Oh, then I'm gonna have to wait for my sister to catch up.
That's
Yeah,
gonna
'cause-
be a while.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
the
but
plan's actually
They
meet them
currently
over
are
there.
only as far as here.
I guess
I
we'll just
think-
sail that way.
Yeah, I think we should meet them in cavern. Yeah.
Well, we made it to Demon's Wake a lot faster than we thought.
Yeah, you went
Oh.
over
Yes,
the
we had
full
to.
night. There was
We're-
no follow-up
We
preparation.
were very yippee skippy about it. So
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So we meet them back up in cavern. We unload them and help them there, and then head to Darshi Blue, and then back to Lost Dorado.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
go not in a straight
we-
fucking line. We just go.
Do we want to go check out that ship graveyard? I mean, it's like right there.
That's what I'm saying. But do we want to pick up our ship first?
Oh yeah, we probably should, and we should drop off this extra ship while we're at it.
we'll send the
Yeah.
scouting force back with the ship. They deserve to go home. And I'll just pick up my squad, and then we'll head on over to the ship graveyard. And we can,
Yeah.
while in transit to the graveyard, my sister can repair the shrine.
Sure. Give me a travel check then.
Okay,
Yeah, not
okay.
in a direct line. We're not going on the direct line because apparently this is very
What
bad ground.
mean?
It is bad ground. It is true.
Yes.
Do we begin travel next day, or no?
Up
We
to
need
you.
to repair first.
It's like the middle.
Oh,
of
yeah,
the
we need
night,
to re-
probably by
yeah,
the
we
time
need
you're
to
done and
repair
there are
first,
repairs
don't we?
needed. So yeah, this would be the next
Yeah.
day.
Well, then I'll
Yeah,
reroll
so-
that.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, well, it's a 15.
264-mile journey. Alright, it's
Alright,
15.
I need to look up how to add spells so I can figure out how many I can add.
Any other
in one
parts of
book.
the travel check, please?
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Kina and cooking. So, oh,
Oh,
crit.
NGP per spell level. Oh boy.
Crit. Of course. Alright, well then, we'll worry about what that crit is next session, I guess.
Wait.
Fuck.
Guys,
Sorry.
guys, quit doing this, man.
How dare you?
I'm not trying to.
And yet you keep doing it.
It's always you, you problem maker.
Devi, are you here? I guess you got up to make that delicious beefaroni.
Yeah,
Dead
I mean,
forever.
Beefaroni.
dude was hungry.
Oh yeah, he hasn't eaten for like a day and a half.
Yeah.
Hey, at least it was a short one. The last time I got food poisoning, it was like a week long.
That's fucking brutal. No, I've never had
I-
food poisoning longer than like 3 days. The worst food poisoning I had, I felt so guilty about afterwards because I got it and it meant I couldn't go to a funeral.
Yeah, like I'm not going to describe the kind of things that I was going through, but in retrospect, I really should have gone to the hospital. I just didn't.
Yeah.
Well, that's because you're American. It's expensive.
So Scout, on your spell, what's the range for casting? I know you have range Aura 5 for once it's out, but like, what's range for casting it?
120 feet.
Probably an adjacent square.
So that would be touch or personal?
Would be close first one, probably.
Close burst one.
Yeah,
right,
CD,
okay.
CD1.
Unless Scout really wants to make it provoke attack opportunities.
No, I don't want it to pick up. CD1 is fine. experience.
Yeah, I love some XP.
Make this my 4th level spell that's always prepared.
It's a well-handled rush through the violence. A clever escape with the ship led to an early encounter with the villains.
So what would have happened
Did
if we'd gotten there,
you-
like,
I was
late?
about to ask.
She
I was
probably
about
would
to
have
ask.
consumed the soul shard or the divinity and
If-
become
Yeah,
much
no.
stronger.
I
If
know
you had
about that,
gotten-
but
If you had gotten there late, the place would have been turned into a lair, first and foremost, with a series of actions that they could use against you.
oh boy.
But fundamentally, besides the lair, you guys wouldn't see the results of that, and I'm not going to tell you what they actually would be,
Oh,
because
fair enough.
How
it's
dare
probably been
you.
happening in other places. I know, crazy. But yeah, the actual encounter would have been harder because it would have been a lair that fucking slid you around and made you nut at will, essentially.
Oh, and that's just what
Hilarious.
Cass's lair would look like if he had one.
Yeah, no.
The
It's
cum
just imagine
palace.
what her legendary actions do, but then imagine that I'm doing it without interacting with her legendary actions, or really any rolls or attacks. I don't really want them to just result in more fucking rolling. Instead, I would just pick targets and they'd get markers on them, and if they've got a marker on them, then I can move them and then spend that mark. Basically, I put currency on the players and can choose to spend it over the course of an encounter.
Ooh, that gives me an idea for spell save. I should make either a 4th or 5th level be like Anai's Passionate Palace.
Ooh, yeah, the cum palace. And that's basically what Morgan's private sanctum and, like, Arcane
Morgan's
Mirage
private
are.
sanctum is just used for homing, for sex, yes.
It is just, like, those two spells together are just harlotry.
If you wanted it to be like a combat field that's sex-based, it'd be like the Passionate Palisades.
That puts your
Yeah.
enemies in the wall.
Yeah, the wall, brother!
Yeah, that'll be like a 4th or a 5th level spell I can design or something like that.
Yeah, just immobilize them and give them vulnerable to psychic damage.
Alright, did you save an instant life?
Nope.
I don't
not on
think
this
so.
occasion,
No.
actually. No. Defeat a solo or a treacherous encounter?
Yes.
That was a solo encounter. And it would have been a treacherous one, which you prevented, so, you know, counts anyway. Learn something new about the World Active Journal.
That thieving bitch.
I mean, I learned something, but unfortunately I'm not going to be telling anybody about it.
Yeah, that's not really journalizing that part of your tale.
Also, I would say the fact that we found the bitch that was one of the cultists that
That's-
sucked our souls out.
That's not learning
That's not about the
anything
world.
new. I don't think really did that one.
Take on, create, major quest, play quest. Oh, that's a quest.
Yeah,
That's
completely
completion
shit
for
out
sure.
of
Did you uncover a magical metal treasure hoard? Yeah.
that. Yay!
Okay, this stone
You
counts.
came away with 2,000 gold and promissory banknotes, and you
A spell
happened to find a big spell book when the
big
spells
spell
within
book.
have a certainly high value. Congratulations, that is a 3 EXP session.
Yay!
It is
No special
currently... No specials. It is currently the 28th of June. Wait, no, sorry, it's 27th of June.
It's gonna start getting real fucking hot.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Need
It's already probably quite unpleasant.
to hurry the
So,
fuck up
like-
getting out of here.
We gotta hit like the graveyard and then back to Los Dorado to
Yep, pretty
do,
much.
like summer stuff.
High velocity.
It depends on how long this bump in the road takes. If the bump in the road takes too long, we might end up just having to go straight home.
And I hope we don't
That's
have
fine.
to. I hope nothing happens when we pass through your Mana Core settlement again.
And something will happen. It's just a question of to whom and how much. Does Amxal get red-fielded again? That's the real
For a
question.
second time. For a third time, actually, now that I think about it.
What?
That might happen in Sav 6 as well.
That's not you getting red-fielded. That's
Okay,
just
you're not
you
smart,
having to deal with the consequences of your own
The
actions.
consequences
The
of your
consequence
boner.
of my act.
Much like the regular Cassoid, your dick is like a compass, but it leads you only to disaster.
Indeed. I do like the fact that the fact is like it'll be like, oh, she wanted an offspring there of nobility. It'd be like,
Well, no,
Is
she
that
didn't want it. We
sure?
offered it.
Yeah,
Yeah, and she
it was
took the
awful.
offer.
It is absolutely like done under Cass's intent.
Indeed, and be like, well, if you want to know how we just Steve your stats by and stand in the back, well, you didn't have to know about my fucking ability. She could have proper elven blood.
Yeah, but she's
Hey.
probably afraid that she'd get like the
She'd get
Superman
every
treatment
venereal
from your
disease
jizz
known
and
to
die.
man.
Yeah.
And many that aren't.
It'd be like Spider-Man when they found out it was radioactive.
And now you get to have cute salamander elves.
Or do you?
Commanders.
Or do I? Who knows?
She might take some, what is it called? Mother's Lament?
Yeah.
No.
Or Mother's Glory.
Yeah,
It's one of the
Mother's
two.
Glory will be
Mother's
what it-
Glory, that was it.
Mother's
I
Glory
thought
makes
it was
it
like
the same-
Father's Forget or something.
Yeah, Mother's Glory makes it so it's the same species as the mother. Mother's
Yes,
Lament makes it so
I
it's always
imagine.
the
I
father.
imagine considering she's after some elf kid. Like, oh well, sorry, because there ain't many elf out there. She'd probably be interested in glorying.
I mean, that depends, because I mean, like... yeah.
It doesn't make them any less your child, so.
No,
that
that's
would
not
hurt the
that's
position.
not the thing I'm thinking of. Like, it's more like, do you want to be spreading out like how much you are like a high elf, because she is a high elf, isn't she?
No, I mean, she's the exact same race Steve is.
Okay,
I am so lost.
staff sixings.
But thanks for running, Scan.
Yeah.
My
If you're
pleasure.
watching
Hope
on the
you
stream of YouTube,
enjoyed.
thanks for tuning in. We'll see you on tomorrow for
Tomorrow?
70. Yes, that's what's happening. All right.
On the tomorrow.
On the tomorrow. Until then, adios and do take care.